Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Full Send FPV. We're here for day 2. It's finals day at Whoop Wars Battlegrounds Denver. I'm here with Dan Sagano, the godfather of IGAO. Good morning, everybody. The caffeine's kicking in, and we're just about to start enthusiast class. So thanks for joining us. Do us a favor and help us get the word out about this live stream. Share it around. I haven't put it even in the main TinyWhoop group yet. Or anywhere, but yeah, this is the start of 4 double elimination brackets. First we'll do enthusiast, then advanced, then the pro class, and then the elite class coming up at the end of the day. And all your friends are racing here. Dan, you're racing. Liz Sagano, who's just off frame, also racing, and looks like we're going to start the first practice lap.
Yeah. So how does it work? You get 2 batteries? You get 2 batteries?
You get one. Okay, well, I heard a moment ago you get 1 practice lap. Is that incorrect?
Practice. Oh.
Literally 1 lap. Yeah,
Okay.
so I think we're going to do 1 practice lap and then going straight into the double elimination bracket, which will be 14
so
races.
They just have their other battery up there because then they're ready to go.
Probably.
For their heat. So
yeah.
They're not going to go practice. It'll just be before each heat.
Nice. Okay, I like that. So we're going to watch everybody do a warm-up lap like we are right now, and then we'll dive straight into heat number 1. This is the sorting round. Round number 1 in a double elimination bracket is 4 races where we sort all the pilots into a consolation bracket and a winner's bracket and then start dealing with them all the way to the finals through 14 races. And we're going to do that 4 times today. You ready, Dan?
Should be exciting.
We've done this before. We did a 12-hour stream yesterday that was a blast, sorting all 64 of the pilots in attendance here into the 4 different double elimination brackets I mentioned.
Battery not be eating.
And today we're gonna
11.3 final lap.
Run through those tournaments one by one, starting with the enthusiast bracket. So thanks for stopping by the Perspective Image YouTube channel. We've already got a bunch of people joining in, a bunch of people probably at the Whoop House watching. Shout out to the Whoop House, everybody. I hope you're waking up and getting going for another day of racing and another evening of hanging out and fellowshipping with your friends after, you know, the celebration of elite finals.
Tickles the nipples.
Looks like everybody's getting pretty used to the course. All right, so maybe. Yep, they're double checking the pilot's doing 1 lap, and they are. There's the course in case you missed it yesterday, that gigantic feature in the foreground on the left. We're calling the mountain. You can see the Orca goggles on this side. The far side you can kind of see on the lower left is the WeBleed caves. And we've got a giant monster face on the close side on the left. And the part that you can't see, but you can kind of see through that whoop-shaped window, is a giant cutout of Hornycorn himself that I think looks like Tintin in that yellow UV reactive tape. And the mountain is the centerpiece of the course this year here at Full Send FPV in Denver, Colorado. It's a piece of the course that pilots have to negotiate 4 separate times per lap, but 3 of them are sort of all strung together. And yeah, it's the highlight of the course. I love it. The mountain, ladies and gentlemen. Dirty McStinky, thanks for joining us in the chat. Oh, look at this, you guys. Shout out to Justin, Downright FPV, joining us from California. That's Redding FPV. You see his comment on the screen saying the first 4 matches are open for picks in Hydra. You guys want to play along with us? Download the Hydra app, and you can pick the finishing order of each race, betting points that are within the app. And it sort of gamifies the sport of drone racing, in this case TinyWhoop racing here in Denver. So looks like the first 4 matches are open for picks. That means all 4 of the sorting heats that will sort our pilots into the winner's bracket and the loser's bracket here in the enthusiast tournament. All 4 of those are open. So make your picks for matches 1 through 4. And let's see how things shake down as Heat 1 gets ready for their first legit battery on the course. Benny Blanco's in the chat saying, let's go Red Feather. And the nerves are real today. Yeah, we're going to see some unbelievable nerves. We're going to see emotions. We're going to see the true, you know, human emotional state at this drone race. And Dan, you're going to be in the drone race. You're going to be participating in and experiencing all that drama and emotion.
I'm going to spot for Liz on her.
Oh, nice.
Too, so you're going to have to take care of those announcements yourself. I don't know if you can handle it. But
I'll try, dude.
I think.
I'll try real hard. Zotek's joining us from the Whoop
you
House.
Announce alone? I've never seen you do that for an
I'll
extended
give it a
period of
shot.
time.
I'll give it a shot. Shout out to Zotek at Whoop House saying, good morning, sunshine, coffee cup, we bleed. I do read emojis, ladies and gentlemen. A hush falls over the enthusiast crowd as we get ready to
T-Dog probably flying in 8
Indeed.
hours from now.
Yep.
What? That's my boss.
That's Mama T-Dog.
It's my extra parts.
Good luck, Warp Warzers. Thanks for coming back, Mr. E. You're always hanging out. Feel like you're part of the fam. Chilling out in every live stream. I've seen you on Heads' live stream. I've seen you on Dan's live stream. I've seen you on my live stream. I've seen you on the Whoop Wars Perspective Image. You were hanging out, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. E. I think you were with us for Whooptopia as well.
Yep.
So, heck yeah, thanks for always chilling out. Benny Blanco, yeah, made Pro Class. That's pretty awesome. Pro Class is maybe going to be my favorite tournament. Elite, obviously.
Pro Class is overrated. No one wanted to make it in there. Just kidding.
What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, because you're advanced.
Advanced.
No, man, Pro Class is going to be unbelievable.
Yeah. Even though the spread is actually about the same from the top of Elite to the bottom of
I still
that
say
one, it's definitely going to be closer.
The pilots in Pro Class they all earn their spot in Pro Class, and I'm not trash talking any of them, but a lot of them seem to be in that category of pilot that can put down a super fast time, but sometimes not every time.
Yep.
And when you got a bunch of crazy pilots with a lower level of consistency, you've got some pretty awesome back and forth competition. The drama happens kind of like it did last night at the house, where pilots are equally matched but also equally reckless.
Yes.
You know, so one guy goes down, the other guy's like, oh, I got this in the bag, I'll just rip around, and then he goes down, the other guy's suddenly back in action, it gets all tense again. It's a roller coaster. That's what we're expecting. So fasten your safety belts, ladies and gentlemen watching at home.
Yeah, and especially on this track, it's not going to be
just had a quick
bunch of
question
people
on how
running
we're
clean
doing.
laps.
Full.
It's going to be who has the least bumps and mistakes.
Yep. Hey.
What's up?
There's so much raffle prizes. We're going to try and give away one probably every 5 minutes or so. Pilots do not have to be here to win. So if they're not here, I'll have to change that out real quick.
I lost my tickets.
Probably
Boom.
every 5-10 minutes.
But I wrote my name on mine,
That's
so
the
I'm okay. Oh, you have them?
identify
Okay, I
what
gave
that
them the list.
beeping
Never
is?
mind.
I
didn't lose my tickets.
The battery
Security?
for the spinning gate.
Okay, I'm glad we got
Got
Raffle
it.
Cam. Are you seeing
And
this?
Chris, the
Ooh,
Scotch
raffle
tape.
can. Oh, no, what about
Well, I guess this
mine?
tape
Did
works,
I give
that's
you
fine.
mine? Oh, okay.
So let me change
Oh,
that out
okay.
real quick.
Ooh, we got
Shout
a
out
We'll
to
get
Blue Jay in
started.
the chat saying, let's start the day off with some great first races eagle emoji.
I battled Wes last night in a reversed stick battle. You had to pick either pitch, roll, or yaw and reverse it, and then we raced.
Yeah, no, that was one of the highlights of the night for me. The Mind F race. Do you want this so you can pull this?
Oh, that's pretty fancy.
Do you want me to show you the fold?
Yeah, I see it.
You go like this.
Boom.
Boom. You guys, we're pro rafflers here. We're pro drone
And
racers,
then
but we're
Chris,
also
if
pro
you wanna
rafflers.
do-
There's some big prizes,
that
so
dry
even the
ice.
commentators got in buying a
maybe
bunch of
not.
these.
Yeah, there's a lot of good prizes.
Never mind.
It's like,
We'll leave it alone.
I was talking with the guys this morning,
For
can I
now.
really walk away with a fat
All right,
prize?
got
Like,
one
can
over
I
here.
be like, hey, what up? I'm
Jesse
Jesse
Perk.
P. I've got the Orca goggles. Have a great day, newbies.
There. All right, I think we're ready. I got 4 quads over here on the deck.
Blue Jay saying, let's go. Couldn't agree more with the start of this race. Finals at Whoop
guys
Wars
ready to go over
Denver,
here? Yep. All right, I'm
2022
gonna plug 'em
officially
in.
underway. We spent 12 hours banging through tons of qualifying yesterday. We did about 100 heats. I think we calculated before reruns it was 88 heats. And today we're going to do just slightly less. I think we're looking at around 70 today. I didn't do the total math, but
Yeah.
I think instead of 20 per heat, we're doing 14 plus that practice lap. And we're just going to, and then we got
Well, then
Chase the Ace.
so
Yeah.
it depends on how long that goes. Up to 5.
All right, again,
This
this
is-
is
we got
first
to have
two
a 5
laps.
Chase the Ace today.
Yeah, let's just
Looking
pay
for
off
thumbs.
whoever we need to take a
We got
dive and
4
give us a
thumbs.
It could happen in
quadruple.
elite.
We are
phase.
going live.
Because
Full
like
send
whoever
in
has the
5.
best run there is really going to be the one that wins. Because they were all making mistakes.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
First launch.
Welcome to the
Come on
finals
back.
Battery Not Human already is.
There's
in a strange
midair
place. Like,
Oh, he missed
False
midair.
start, false start, false start.
oh, it's a false start on race 1, ladies
Race
and gentlemen.
one. So
Race
if the
one,
pilots
false
All right, get ready to
take
go
off
again.
and then they turn and they go into the tank, which is the first gate. If there is a midair before that, then we reset, but you only do that once.
All
so
right.
pilots, if there's another midair and someone goes into the
So
reactor, then
if your
it's time.
strat
Going
is the
live,
shake and
full
bake,
send in
you're going to
5.
have to do it twice. You're going to have to take out your neighbor once, and then your second time, you're going to have to go for that dirty overpass, you know, the prop wash dirty overpass, or maybe the wingtip, and be able to get away with it on race 2. I'm joking, guys. Nobody's shaking and baking around here, right? Are you shaking and baking?
Ooh, Chet Mack looks real fast here.
So, ladies and gentlemen, today in a double elimination bracket, it's a race to not be in 3rd or 4th place. There's no we give a little extra credit, I guess, for 1st place. We shout them out. You get the glory on the live stream and in the TinyWhoop group, but for the most part, the best place to be in this race and in every other race today, except for the finals and Chase the Ace, the best place to be is going to be 2nd place.
Come on, dude.
And that's
you
why a
gotta
spotter
turn
is the
yourself.
most important thing in the world for this event. You want a spotter to tell you where 3rd is and where 1st is. I mean, more so
Forward,
where 3rd and
backward,
4th
turtle.
are.
Forward,
If you've got
backward.
that, you've got a gigantic advantage over
Turtle.
the field.
Forward,
Cheddar
backward.
mac and cheese 52.2
If I wasn't
final
behind the
lap.
mic,
Give
I'd be
up.
offering to Marshall for everybody. But I hope you guys find a
That's
Marshall.
regular arm.
That's not turtling.
Dude.
That's arming.
It should say crash flip. There you go.
Work
There
it.
you go.
You're good.
Done. All right, he's back in it.
Yeah, go out of crash. Disarm. Yeah, there you go.
Calibrated, chills in the lava pit for a second.
Battery
Don't
not be
forget we're
eating
calling
human
the bottom of the
ucannibal
inside of the mountain the lava
117.5
pit.
I
final
think
lap.
we might
There
be
you
looking
go.
at our
All right, so we have
sports
Chet and
class
Battery on
or
our final lap.
enthusiast class
Going in the
champion here.
bottom,
Chet
yep.
Mack looks pretty fast for this group. He didn't do the Joker.
Who needs it?
Wait, is
Kidding.
it still on? Yeah, it's still on.
Yep, it's spinning over there like crazy.
So didn't nobody do the Joker?
Cheddar mac and
Oh,
cheese
no, it's
50.5
battery
cheddar
is
mac and
coming
cheese
up
done
here
with a
to do it.
2-lap 142.7 result.
Go up to the top, dubious. Middle, turn
So
around.
does
top.
this work?
Not
do you know
over
the secret
top,
to this
through the
machine?
top.
I think that's working right.
Now
Oh,
bottom.
No, it's
Maybe it's on the wrong event. I'll ask Icy in a minute here.
Getting those
Oh,
nerves worked out.
the USB.
It's-
All right, Heat 2, you're on
what if I like
deck.
canceled the net?
Oh my God.
Heat 2, Meow Monkey, DDT, and Funky.
What did he say?
DDT,
Monkey,
funky.
funky, DDT.
Yeah, we-
Monkey,
Oh.
getting our
DDT.
There's funky and there's a monkey.
Wow. Got it.
Chet Mack's
Battery
gonna
not be
tough.
eating human
He was
ucannibal
fast.
118.8 battery not be eating human ucannibal done
Yeah,
with a
so
2-lap
there are some new rules today if
236.4
you're watching
result.
at the Whoop House or
All
wondering what's
pilots are
going on
finished.
around here. Dan mentioned
He didn't use the Joker.
the mid-air before start finish is a rerun. They only do one of those. That's pretty standard. That's like, I think, an old multi-GP thing.
The race is
There's
completed.
also the rule that every pilot in these first 4 heats is going to get a single practice lap before they switch batteries to do their proper lap. We've also got this, the crash gate is now the finish, right? That's the other big change since yesterday. So once you go through the tank, head straight on into that beautiful crash gate, and if you bounce out, it's fine. If you miss the crash gate after you make it through the start finish, you're not done. You have to get in that that crash gate. So we'll show that off on the next heat here.
And remember, if you're 1 or 2, you have to go into the crash to finish, because that's the end. Okay. After you go through the tank and lap.
Ladies and gentlemen, Icy FPV. What's happening? Let me tell you a little bit about the sponsors, you guys. This is all the companies sponsoring this incredible event with 64 pilots here, Whoop Wars Battlegrounds Denver at Full Send FPV. Our 2 platinum sponsors, WeBleedFPV and Orca, coming in at the highest level to support this event. Our diamond sponsors, BetaFPV, NewBeeDrone, and TinyWhoop. On the gold level, HappyModel, GemFan Hobby, and ViFly. And then, of course, on the silver level, we've got a bunch of sponsors. Emax USA, thank you so much. Tattu, Fractal Engineering, Mile High Audio Video, that's Icy you just saw on the screen. And Dr. Ride Industries. Of course, this entire stream is brought to you by the professionals at Perspective Image. These guys are the best out there. If you're not subscribed to their YouTube channel, you should be. This is the place to get the best whoop racing on planet Earth. And it's the one notification I love getting on my phone. So say shout out to Perspective Image. Shout out to Justin, Downright FPV, running the Hydra in the background out of California. Thank you so much.
Oh, I forgot to.
Redding FPV.
Bet.
Yeah, you got to get on there. And by the way, if you want to play along at home, bust out the Hydra app, available in every app store, iTunes store. Grab the Hydra app. You can sign in. Find this event, Whoop Wars Denver 2022, and you can pick the finishing order of pilots and bet with some really fun points, possibly win prizes. Here we go, heat number 2, sorting these pilots into the consolation bracket and the winner's bracket. I love those yellow props. So we got Meow Monkey, aka Evil Monkey, Funky, and DDT. Looking like a pretty sweet run for Meow Monkey, and I got to chat with Mike Stafford a little bit this morning. Told me the story behind his name change, and you know, get out the tissues, Dan, because Evil Monkey, aka Mike Stafford, lost his kitty cat of 12 years and dedicated this racing season to Meow Meow. So shout out, rest in peace, Meow Meow, and good luck to Meow Monkey, currently in first place, heading through reactor number 2, getting ready to come out of this final tunnel on the bottom. Aim for the mountain. Yep, he forgoes the Joker lap. I need a new word for forego, because every time we approach a Joker lap and choose against it, I want to say forego.
Oh, okay.
Nice catch by Mike Stafford, Meow Monkey, aka Evil Monkey, who we were talking about. Funky and DDT moving right along too. It's a race to not be last, because all you want to stay in the winner's bracket is be first or second. So in this case, where we don't have a 4th pilot, just don't be last, and you're moving on, keeping it alive. But no matter what, if you get 3rd place or 4th place here in the early stages of the double elimination bracket, we're going to send you to a 2nd race in the consolation bracket, so you'll get another chance. You got to be in 3rd or 4th place twice to get knocked out of the tournament today. Check out this shot by DDT on the Joker lap. Made it through the sit and spin. A little bit of trouble on reactor number 3, but he'll make it through.
He actually caught up because of that, right?
Almost. Yeah. Check out Funky. By the way, there's your view of the crash gate.
They're both on first lap, right? Yes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. DDT. Oh, DDT.
Why is someone plugged in?
D208.3 final lap.
Is this
that he was
a 1-lap race?
Hey, Chet Mac, you can't plug in during the race.
Are we looking at 1-lap races today? Is that
No, 2.
Okay.
Right? There's 2 laps?
Yeah. It was the practice.
That was their warm-up.
Oh, of course it was.
Yeah, because Monkey went into the crash gate right after.
Yeah, I noticed that. All right.
No, it's one practice, yeah.
Flying Sharks, what's up? Thanks for joining us again. Good luck, racers. May the signal gods bless you with clean feeds. The signal gods are kind around here. I think this is a room in the world that has seen more TinyWhoop races than anywhere. These guys have been running 2 to 4 races every single week for years.
Yep.
Dave, a.k.a. Hornycorn, the clown owner, mascot, and pilot here at Full Send FPV.
And Obstacle.
Says Dan. Or no, was it Blue Jay? No, Blue Jay, and who else did he get in the way of?
Oh, no, because he's the cutout.
Oh,
Hornycorn
okay.
Yes,
well, okay, I thought that was a little bit of a side jab there.
No.
Okay.
He's the cutout.
Dude, I'm going to get into this a little bit.
Go for it.
Did he say Mr. Perkins?
That's Mr. Skids.
Leviticus says, I don't care what happens today. Already had a super fun time, and I'm honored to be in Elite.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, you worked your way up into, I think, 9th. We had a great time with Leviticus last night, too. His dad also came by. Did you get to hang out with him?
Yeah.
Gambling? What were you going to say? Sorry, bro.
I was saying I should have watched the practices and then made my bets instead of just putting all my bets real quick. Right?
Reading FPV has already got the ad out. So if you want to pick your winners in
What?
Hydra,
Yeah.
Dan picked a bit early, he's saying. Maybe watch that practice round, get the inside scoop, and then drop your guesses. I don't know. Can you do that? Yeah, you can do that.
What?
I wonder if they could be quick enough. Redding shouting out Leviticus from California, saying great flying.
All right, so here we go. Another group of 3, top 2 moving on. Third place will be into the consolation.
Yep. I'm excited to check out the results after round number 1 in the consolation bracket. So that'll be in 2 heats. We'll be done with the first 4 heats, and we'll have a first pack by all 4 heats and all 16 pilots in the enthusiast class, and we'll know where things are going from there. I love the double elimination bracket. And I love that races like this and Whooptopia sort pilots so that everybody gets, there it is right there, ladies and gentlemen, gets to participate in the drama of a double elimination bracket. So you can see match number 1, we're already done. Battery and Dubious moving on. Jetmac and Calibrated going to the consolation bracket. You can see, wait, have I got that wrong? We don't know. Those are not the results order up there. So we need to pay attention to those little tiny icons, which I don't know how to translate. It looks like Chet, Mac, and Battery move on to match number 6 in the winner's bracket. We've got Calibrated and Dubious in 3rd and 4th, not in that order necessarily. Seating down to match number 5.
I think that was the right order.
Well, but it's not top to bottom. I thought it was first, second,
over there
third,
it
fourth.
says first. See, the first place was Jetmac, second place Battery.
Yep, exactly.
Third place Calibrated, fourth Dubious. That was their seed up there.
Exactly.
So Dubious was the 6th seed, but he fell to the consolation. But he just has to win 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's into the finals.
No big deal.
4 wins in a row, and you're in the finals. Or 4 not third or fourth.
No, you definitely got this.
I think the first.
Shout out Dubious fans in the chat. Come on. Let's get him all the way to the finals with the support of the community. That's all it takes. Skill schmill. My TinyWhoop racing hill I'm willing to die on, says eDuck, but mains are better than brackets.
That is not true at all.
You gotta wait too long.
Mains, I hate mains.
Oh, really? Mains better than like a double elimination
Mains
bracket?
isn't fun if you're in it, because unless you've like accidentally qualified low and then you gotta like move your way all the way up. But if you like do well and then you just like sit there forever until it's your turn, and then you get maybe one shot, and then
you're going up against the guy who just did 14 packs in a row.
Right?
No, I appreciate mains, and you know, it's got a long history.
Group, I think
it's not like it isn't used by tons and tons of people. I think in the RC car world, mains are just huge.
I think I like mains when you can do more than one race per like set of mains. So you do like 3 or 5.
Yeah.
And then you
chase the ace mains is fun.
Yeah, chase the ace mains, same type of thing.
Or, yeah, even more. You know, DRL point style mains is really fun. Where you got 7 for first, 5, 3, 2, 1, or whatever.
Yeah, the same type of thing. Just the single move up mains is rough.
It's as rough as a single elimination bracket.
Yeah, it is.
Which is fun, by the way, but it's only, I think,
the main thing I like about brackets
7
is
races.
You fly throughout, right? You'll fly at the beginning, and then maybe you'll have a wait a while, then you'll fly again. But
Leviticus still joining us. Shouting out Calibrated. Icy's back in Dubious. Icy FPV, I think he's the one right there running the race. Future of racing. The future of whoop racing is one class round robin races, says Blue Jay FPV,
so like a
professional racer.
Like a World Cup type setup.
I don't know what round robin, one class round robin, what does that mean?
Well,
just a fat tournament? Single?
Oh, yeah, one class would mean that round robin means everyone flies against everyone at least once.
If you look at this entire event as a single class divided into subclasses,
That would be
I
a
mean-
huge bracket.
No, but I mean,
One
say,
class.
it's sort of a huge bracket in 4 pieces. You know, not a huge difference. I don't know. I guess it's considerable. I guess the more I think about it, it's a big difference. Because nobody can show up here today and get to the top unless you're already in elite class. But I like this format a lot. I mean,
That's not bad when they leave like one slot open and then the winner of the lower class bumps to the lowest spot of the next class up. That's fun sometimes.
Edoc saying
that.
the main thing Edoc doesn't like about brackets is there's a good chance not to get to fly against people that are ranked right up against each other. Like you never get to fly against Swifty. Well, that's because if we don't set things up like that, then we end up having the 2 best people knock each other out in round 1. You know, if we look at the
best people.
Oh, looks like we're getting ready to go. Here we go. But if we look at that bracket again, you can see where the seeds slot, and that's why the seeding order is so important. To get those seeds, you know, you want to race people next to your seed like Grochmed style, but we've got to make sure the best people meet at the end of the tournament. And there's been some major races I went to, high-profile races, where they adopted Edoc's train of thought, and it just was a huge problem. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not practice. It's the real
put,
first
like,
race.
Actual people that are close to each other in the same heat.
Yeah, it's awful.
It ruins the end.
Yeah, it's incredibly frustrating because people that worked really hard to get to the top of a seed leaderboard get knocked out in like race number 1. It's like, what? We want to see these people in the finals where they deserve to be.
Which one, the Ox?
All right, so we got Mike Stafford, Meowing Monkey, out in first place. He's about to work his way around reactor number 2 with it, which, if you guys remember, is a Jacob's Ladder reactor. He just got passed by DDT. Now DDT in first place in front. No, Mike made it out of there first. So DDT right behind Mike, Meowing Monkey.
Oh, he's going
but
Joker.
he goes for the Joker lap. So we could see a pass here by DDT.
Maybe he's thinking Mike might not do the Joker at all, and he's just going to do it now because he does take the lead.
Yep, there it is. DDT now in the lead in front of Meowing Monkey after
by 1 gate though.
Yeah, look, there he is. You can see him on Meowing Monkey's feed.
Yep.
You can see his traffic.
It's close. So, tiny bobble.
Okay,
but
bring around lap number 1 for DDT. And look, here comes Meowing Monkey right behind him.
Final lap.
Monkey a little more pace.
Here, kitty, kitty,
It's
Mr.
fun
Monkey,
to watch the race between 1 and 2, but
final
don't
lap.
forget, the only thing that's relevant right now is the race between 2 and 3, because we're sorting these pilots into these 2 brackets, consolation and winners. But yeah, look at they're even tighter now. Meowing Monkey
with a little top bobble and he's down.
got
He's
ready
on the
to make the
carpet.
pass. Okay, yeah, a turtleable area if that wire's not a problem. All right, he's back.
He still has the Joker available to him.
Okay, so there is some excitement here. DDT finishes reactor number 1, begins to negotiate reactor number 2 as Mike just approaches reactor number 1. So it could be close if Mike decides to go for.
Yeah, he has.
He has
doesn't have to because he can get second no matter what. But
oh, you're right.
he
Yeah.
should for practice of doing it.
Yeah. Will he?
Ooh, he's trying to put a little more throttle.
Yep.
It's like
Funky keeping the funk 218.2 final lap.
Funky moving on to his final lap.
ooh, and
Here he goes.
already
He's
on
headed
the-
straight for it.
Oh, he's got a good time set up. Oh, he went a little
Nicely done, Mike.
Nice.
All right, and a
DDT's
perfect third reactor.
Get in the.
DDT's on the ground.
Oh, did he?
Mike
not-
starts climbing the clock tower.
I don't think he made it into the reset gate.
Me neither.
I think he ran out of battery.
Yep, I think it was the battery thing.
He was like literally on the way there.
Look,
at
there
that,
he is.
right
He's
in front
back.
of him.
He's got video clipping back in.
oh.
He's armed again.
Here,
Oh,
kitty, kitty,
go,
Mr.
Monkey.
Monkey 128.5.
Oh, no, he
Here,
fell
kitty,
down on
kitty,
this.
Mr. Monkey done with
Monkey
the 2
makes
laps,
it in, pulls
254.1
first place for
result.
Mike Stafford in heat number 2. And yeah, it's a race for second, so we want to finish this one out. DDT has to get across that line and
his
make it
battery
official.
Had died, and Funky could finish.
Awesome.
All
right, so he's got to get into that crash gate. If you're wondering where it is, there it is, right by reactor 2. And it's official. So, Meowing Monkey and DDT will move on to in the double elimination bracket. I believe they're going to go to race number.
What they called false start?
Wait,
on that?
we're just hearing false start now. Hold on. This could be a re-race,
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen.
Give him more practice. I don't think
getting-
the result is going to change on this one.
I'm just getting some information right now. Looks like we got a re-race anyway, right?
Yep. They're restarting it.
Wes, thanks for the text. We do have a re-race.
Which one, Wes? So we can let him know.
Yeah, actually, great point. Which gate, Wes? Sorry for talking to people directly. We're
text
just,
message.
you know, if it was appropriate to share all this information, I totally would.
Is that official, Hornycorn?
Gonna ask Wes to get specific. But yeah, shout out to the peeps watching at Whoop House, keeping us in line, keeping the pilots in line.
20 million eyes.
That's why the mains are better. They ensure the fastest people aren't eliminated at the end. Well, you can't, if you have, suppose that you have a bunch of mains. Oh, they're stuck not racing till the end. That's the idea. Okay.
All right, you guys ready to do
Yeah,
that
I mean,
again
that
for
system
real?
kind of works. I'm not trying to bounce between conversations, but EDOC bringing up the mains versus double elimination
All right, what
bracket
can we do
discussion
to
one more
avoid
time.
that ground
And
station? I don't know.
yeah, I get that argument for it, but I also think that there should be more to participating in the main race than finals. You know, that's kind of the big thing that
No,
makes
qualifying into finals doesn't seem like a cool thing. You want
The
to
other-
race into finals.
The other thing to keep in mind is the double elimination bracket is a very American style of racing. You don't, like European pilots, TinyWhoop UK people shy away from it. Like when we created tournament options inside the sim, TinyWhoop Go, we ended up not doing double elimination bracket in the beginning because it was, you know, it's made by Europeans. They're in touch with all the European pilots, and they want, you know, what they call main qualifying race style, which is just completely different. And double elimination is like the primary style, not just in drone racing, but in all kinds of RC racing. And you're going to see why today if you hang out, EDOC. We'll convert you today. You don't have to die on that hill. We'll hold your hand and we'll walk down the hill.
Yeah, especially for spectating. 'Cause you
What's up,
get to watch
Greenhorn?
The people fly more. Like for mains, you only get to see the top two pilots in the chase the ace at the end.
Hey, I want to just shout out Greenhorn, who once again, by the way, we're about to start a practice lap. This is not official racing, ladies and gentlemen. Greenhorn in the chat again.
No, I think this is the rerun. Yeah.
Oh, this is the rerun. Thank you.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
He looks like he's got another level of speed here. Maybe got some confidence. After
Funky, yeah,
on the track once.
I think so. He's going to be warming up all day. Take advantage of the extra time on the course.
Yeah, he's looking like even quicker.
Well, you watch him like a hawk, because I'm watching Funky just smacked his forehead on his way through the start-finish gate, but he's making these hyperdrives look a little bit easier. His first lap last round, that we're re-racing now, just did not go this well.
DDT catching up though.
Yep.
It's like DDT's got a little more pace in the middle part of the track.
Beyond Monkey halfway through reactor number 2. DDT starting the beginning of reactor number 2 as Monkey hits the mountain.
Let's see, in out, mouth. Got it this time. Oop, a little ground tap.
So far, so good.
On to the clock tower first.
DDT's going through that slalom now, just finishing it up. Oh, a little bit of a ping pong inside. Almost fell into the lava
Oh,
pit.
he forgot the go back mouth. Okay. Yeah, I think that. Oh, he's all getting all confused. There he goes. Now he's got it.
There's a
Here,
lap for
Kitty,
Mr. Monkey.
Ooh, but Funky
121.2
actually
final lap.
pulled just ahead of him with those. He had to circle back. So Funky and DDT
Uh-oh,
on
this could
top of
be
each
a
other.
major upset. We have a whole lap to go. Right on top of each
Ooh,
other, and
DDT. Oh no, he's down. And Funky.
Funky pushes forward. He's going to cross over onto his final lap ahead of DDT now.
They both have the Joker
If
available.
he can make it through there. Oh, they both have. So it'll
Funky
be a
keeping
race in the
funk
Joker. Come on, that's what we
148.3 final
want.
lap.
Meanwhile, Mike Stafford runs away with it, already negotiating reactor number 1.
Final lap.
So Funky about one gate ahead. You can see they're approaching the first hyperdrive top of the room. Funky setting up for hyperdrive number 2.
Ooh, a little
DDT's
tap. Funky
already
hits the-
through.
Oh, he falls
A
to
big
the ground.
fall for Funky. DDT now at the top of the mountain.
He has got to go back up and back through, maybe. Oh no, but DDT goes down too.
DDT down, and we don't have video.
Okay,
Oh,
he's still
okay,
flying
he's
though.
back. Reactor number 1 for DDT. Funky's not out of this. Yeah, the Joker
Oh,
will
yeah,
be
he's
the
only 2
equalizer.
beats behind it, yeah. Now DDT onto the spiral. Funky is still on reactor number 1. DDT going to the.
Here kitty
he's
kitty
going
Mr.
for
Monkey
the Joker now.
Come on,
120.4
DDT.
here
Sees that he
kitty
lines
kitty
it up.
Mr.
Ooh,
Monkey
very
done with
nice.
the 2 lap
He feels good
241.7
about
result.
that. Okay, yeah.
Gets
See,
through.
bravo to Mike Stafford.
Yep, Mike was way out front. We were concentrating on the back battle.
Because it's more important, Mike. We love you. You're the best.
Okay. Oh no, but Funky doesn't go for the
Does
Joker.
not go for the Joker.
So-
A lapse of thought, and that is going to seal the deal. But it would have been hard to catch up. Well, where's DDT?
Okay, his video.
DDT, okay. Yeah, that channel's been a little bit rough on the commentators' feed, but they have better video than you see on the screen, ladies and
Alright,
gentlemen.
so he's just got to go tank and then crash date.
DDT trying to lock this one in as Funky climbs the clock tower.
Lines it back up. Okay, if he gets through smooth.
Deep
Oh
to
no, oh
death,
no.
DD to
Oh, but he's
Oh
out.
my
He's out.
gosh.
He's out.
Can he make it in there?
Oh, but Funky
Pretty
runs out
tight.
of battery.
Okay, okay. DDT makes it across the line. So Meow and Monkey and DDT are your winners of heat number 2. We're going to send them down the line in the winners bracket, and we'll pick up with Funky down in, I believe, match number 6. You know what I got to do is just get a photo of the bracket in front of me. Maybe I can just pull up a photo and stick it on my phone here.
Oh, the next time Greg puts it up, I'll take a picture.
What up, Rue? Chilling out in the chat. Rue's another one of those that's in all the live streams. We love hanging out with you, Rue, saying interesting discussion. I
Are you
do
up
like
next?
the mains that we run with average Joe
You're
Velocidrone
bored?
race. Yeah, mains are fun. There's all of them are fun. I'm a big fan of the double elimination bracket just because I participated in enough of them to know, especially the first time I went to Whooptopia where I realized they were going to pull off 4 of them, and you saw people like Mike Stafford did really well in his double elimination bracket, and it was way more fun for him than if they had just done 1 or 2 double elimination brackets.
The other thing, it ensures more races for everyone. The least you can have is 2.
Mm-hmm.
And most people get at least 3.
And everybody got 7 for qualifying.
Yeah. But well, that would be the same either way. If you did mains, in mains you could be out in 1. Which is why if it's like a bracket or a multiple set mains, I don't mind that. But that's hard to run when there's lots of people.
Mm-hmm.
Mains is good when you're like doing your local race and you got like 16, maybe 24 people. If you have like 64,
I'm putting on a
like
TinyWhoop
big chunks.
sticker.
Nice.
Does that look good? I want to do this one. I'm going to find some scissors, and
Where's your targets? You don't have any more face targets?
they're not here.
That's one of my favorite ones.
TinyWhoop.
Ermagerd.
TinyWhoop. And you know, that was going to evolve into Snarky Whirp. Here's the TinyWhoop stickers. Ermagerd, TinyWhoop. Here's another one I'm giving out. Low-flying aircraft. Almost green enough to be see-through.
That's cool.
And of course,
That's
warning,
the classic one.
face punch zone. You may experience slight discomfort. Hey, who said that, chat? Miss you guys? Oh, it's Rue. Rue, we miss you too. Rue, are you talking to other peeps in the chat or to me? You miss us all. I'm just going to go out on a limb. Rue misses a buddy. Thank you. Oh, let me grab a shot of that too. Okay, well, I'll grab a quick shot really right now, just to have it. All right, thank you. I should get a shot of an empty one, because that's what I really need to reference all the time. Oh, why didn't I just screenshot my phone? I have the... All right.
All right, I am going to.
Oh, you're heading over to spot. Give us a warning before we set the mic down. Yeah, he's got it muted either way, so give Greg a signal. I think I got that right. I hope, Greg. Oh yeah, I see that. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're following along at home, you're probably playing along in the Hydra app. You can see on the screen my man Redding FPV, shout out to Justin, helping us out with Hydra all day today. He's saying you can check out the brackets in real time using the Hydra app. Just click brackets. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen at home. I'm here commentating alone for this race because Dan is doing that, you know, dream husband role of spotter here at the main races. Like I said before, I really think everybody should try to find a spotter for the main races in every double elimination bracket. Knowing where third place is, fourth place is kind of really, really, really important. But every time I come to a double elimination tournament like this one, you see people not really finding spotters, and I just would never go into it without a spotter. If you're just joining us, we're here at Full Send FPV in Denver, Colorado. It's time for Whoop Wars Battlegrounds Denver 2022, and we're a little bit way through Enthusiast Class, our first of 4 double elimination tournaments to crown a total of 12 champions here in the Enthusiast Class, Advanced Class, Pro Class, and Elite Class coming up later today, so stick around. What's up, Captain Mavic? Good morning to you. Great production and stream. I know, shout out to Perspective Image, making me look like a pro for years now with the headset, the green screen, you know. It's an awesome, awesome level of production. We're lucky to have it in the TinyWhoop world, so that's why I always tell people to subscribe to this channel. And you know, someone else that makes it possible is, of course, our platinum sponsors for this event. Huge shout out to WeBleedFPV and Orca, coming in with massive contributions and really, you know, supporting the kind of whoop culture at this event. After last night, we know it's going down in history forever. And it really wouldn't be possible without our sponsors and our local team of volunteers just cranking hard. They love this so much. They love it as much as we all do. They put in the work like you wouldn't believe. Some, you know, you think about volunteers and yeah, they're having a great time and they're hanging out. You know, it's casual, but it's also really hard work and not just a little bit of it. These guys are going crazy. Dave, our host here at Full Send FPV in Denver, has been cranking for a very long time to make this possible. You know, as someone who's hosted some big events, I know what a load it is. Got to get the FPV patch jacket going. That's not a bad idea, Flying Shark. I've got a lot of versions of it, though. You know, I've got the world's greatest sticker collection of FPV brands, pilots. You know, I've got the museum at the Lady Luck Bar and over on my refrigerator at TinyWhoop headquarters. Also, the original one was the fireplace over there. I'll send pics later. So we're sending up 4 more pilots. Again, at the beginning of every one of these double elimination tournaments, we're going to let pilots have a single lap warm-up practice on the course just to get the blood flowing in your thumbs, I guess. Kind of feel a little bit more comfortable going into race number 1. And this time around, we're bringing in Zephyr Ribbit, Ripstop, and Red Feather. Someone was shouting out in the chat just a minute ago for Red Feather. Greenhorn loves the idea of the patch jacket. Yeah, I mean, I want to be that gangster. Maybe I'll set it up. We'll see. Okay, Rue's running for a bit. She'll be back later. Let's have a look at the course. Looks to me like Red Feather is cruising right along, headed through the mountain for the second time, choosing to forego the Joker lap and take that double slalom at the top. Lower right of your screen, Red Feather's going in and out of that mountain twice before heading to the mouth of the cave. This is the last time you go through the mountain per lap and then into that course feature we're calling the Clock Tower. Someone told me I keep using an extra word when I talk about or an extra letter when I talk about the Clock Tower, and that's how I found out it's actually called the Lock
Red Feather
Tower.
In the Cap 114.8 final lap.
All right, Red Feather brings it in after 1 lap of practice. Everybody kind of getting their feel for this course. So Hydra bettors may be watching right now to kind of get a feel for the skill in each of these heats. Maybe you know everybody. Maybe you know everybody from all these heats, but if you don't, the practice heats can be telling. There's Ribbit on the upper left with that call sign Crazy Rib. That's the Queen of Igao and this competition's only female pilot. Yesterday she launched her new all-female drone racing team called the Rosie Rippers, a reference to Rosie the Riveter,
Zephyrus
of course.
is the Zephyrus of the Zephyrus 210.1
Find them on
final lap.
Instagram at Rosie_Rippers. And give them a follow. Really cool, effort to promote drone racing to people who aren't boys. Nice clean orbits for Ribbit going up the lock tower. And now we'll watch Ribbit scoot around through that start-finish gate in the middle of the tank and then hook a right, head for that crash gate, and that will be practice complete for heat number 3. Our second to last practice. But before we go into the last practice, we'll send these 4 pilots through the course 2 laps as part of our official double elimination bracket like we said a moment ago. I love the Derpy Hooves in the chat. What's up, Solse, saying, you got this, Ribbit. You can tell things are getting serious around here when it gets a little bit quiet like this. Mr. E also shouting out Ribbit. Awesome. Looks like 24 people currently watching along with us. Give us a like button on the YouTube video here on the Perspective Image channel. You know, we're going to go all day today, and in this amount of time frame, I'm pretty sure we could get all the way up to 200 likes, but I can't do it without your help. So I know you're already subscribed. You want to be alerted of the best TinyWhoop races on the planet. So I know you're already subscribed to the Perspective Image channel, but why not also give us a like? That's how we game the YouTube algorithm, ladies and gentlemen. It helps us get this video out to all our other drone racing friends and fans and family around the country, around the world. What up, T-Bomber74 joining us saying, let's go Red Feather. Red Feather will be racing on the screen again in just a couple heats here. You can see Ribbit FPV, the Queen of Igao, wearing that WeBleedFPV jersey and preparing for her first official heat in the main tournament of Whoop Wars 2022. Icy in the background, our race director, all day yesterday, all day today. An awesome help here for all our racers. You know, he's got a great attitude. He's efficient, but also friendly, not a drill sergeant. Hell of a nice guy. What up, Icy? Greenhorn shouting out Ribbit in the chat. Ribbit getting tons of love from the fans in the chat. Oh my gosh, my name is Jeff. Just joined the chat, ladies and gentlemen. We wish you were here, Jeff. I've been watching the stream because I had to look up and find out who all the winners were from last year. Nobody knew, so I had to go on the stream. And man, it made me miss hanging out with you. I love calling a race next to you, dude. I wish you were here. Yeah, Greg's in my ear saying really wish you were here as well. And that's just the general sentiment. Earlier, a couple days ago, I was messaging with Jeff, and I said, listen, Jeff, whether you're coming or not, I don't care if it's a lie. Just tell me you're coming. And he was like, oh, yeah, I'll be there. And I was like, really? But no, he was just saying it because I begged him to say it. I got what I wanted out of it. Janice saying, go, go, go. And that's what time it is. It's launch time for heat number 3 as we watch somebody almost tip off the back of the block there. Ribbit, Zephyr, Ripstop, Red Feather are all at it. Currently, Red Feather made it that whole shot first, but then got stuck in the start-finish, so I'm watching Ribbit and Zephyr at the front. Ribbit with a little bit of an issue there, sending Zephyr ahead. First one to make the approach on the gate at the top of the room, but there is traffic the whole way up there. Check out Ribbit and Ripstop on the left side of your screen are going at it at the highest point in the room. Red Feather's also in there with the two of them, mixing it up. Now they're all going through that cube at the top of the room. First place currently, Red Feather after a considerable bobble by Zephyr and Ribbit. Ripstop also running into a little bit of trouble, going to set it down and regather. Zephyr going through, Reactor number 1 alongside Ribbit, who's now found a new gear. Ribbit moving nice and quick. There's Ribbit already in reactor number 2, trying to catch up to Red Feather in first place, but Ribbit in a comfortable first place, and she's got her husband, my man Dan, in her ear telling her exactly what's going on. Now Ribbit's out of reactor number 2 and starting to negotiate the main section through the Great Mountain here at Full Send FPV. Red Feather finishing up the lock tower, and this will be the end of lap number 1 for your leader, Red Feather.
Stick a Red Feather in your cap.
A crash into the start-finish gate, so Red Feather made it out the right side, starts to head towards that wall ride section after the world record tunnel, that spirally tunnel there. How are we doing with Ribbit? Looks like Ribbit is down for the moment, and I believe Ripstop. Nope, Ribbit made it through onto lap number 2, and now Ripstop in third place, getting ready to make a move as Ripstop crosses over onto his final lap. Ribbit's already at the top of the room. It's a battle for second right now, ladies and gentlemen. All we care about is being first or second. You don't want to be third or fourth, but even if you are, you're keeping it alive in the consolation bracket with another chance to work your way all the way back to finals. All right, so Ribbit, second place, negotiating reactor number 1. Ripstop getting ready to exit that Tintin cutout and head for that same reactor. But Ribbit's already moved on in second place to reactor number 2. Red Feather, meanwhile, at the front of the pack, getting ready to cross over for the second time and head for that crash gate. We're going to see, okay, there it is, making it official. Red Feather is moving on, and right now, let's check out Ribbit heading for the Joker lap. A pretty clean pass through reactor number 3, which is, of course, only on the Joker lap, and now Ribbit, in the final half of the final lap, heads for the lock tower. Looking like a pretty clean finish here for Ribbit. Going to keep it alive in the winner's bracket, but she'll just have to make it towards the crash gate. Here it comes. It is official, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on from heat number 3 will be Red Feather and Ribbit FPV. Meeting us in just a couple rounds in the consolation bracket will be Zephyr and Ripstop. That leaves us with just one more round here in the preliminary round of double elimination bracket number 1, the enthusiast class at Whoop Wars 2022. One more and we'll have these pilots sorted into the 2 brackets that will meet at the very end of this tournament, culminating in the finals of the enthusiast class. There's a look at Ribbit. Feeling pretty good. Sporting the blue hair to match that blue jersey from WeBleed. This is the V2 jersey.
The race is completed.
Looks so good. And have a look at Skittles right behind her wearing the NewBeeDrone jersey. Why not take some time today, ladies and gentlemen, to get to know what the FPV community views as fashionable, you know, the sports jerseys of FPV. There's a lot of different approaches to fashion, and one of my favorite parts of these events is getting to know high FPV fashion. The latest and greatest in FPV fashion shows up at these events. People are always excited to sport the new jerseys. We're going to get a look at some today, and I'm just going to involve myself in a little bit of commentary. Mike Chen, whoa, nice shirt.
I was curious if I was going to be invisible. Or
yeah, no, you're totally.
I feel so skinny right now.
Nice. Oh, man, I'm jealous. I got nothing. I mean, all I can do is like this. Oh, no, this doesn't even work. Hold on. How did I do it?
I just wanted to see if I was going to be invisible.
Shout out to Mike Chen, one of my volunteers from the International Open last year. One heck of a guy and maybe one of the most efficient people I've ever met. Just moved to Colorado from the Jersey area. Greenhorn saying H, yeah, Ribbit. Sometimes I say H on stream, sometimes I don't, ladies and gentlemen. Here's your bracket. You can see we've made it through 3 of the 4 matches on the left here in the initial sorting round. Next up, we're going to bring in Mr. Rabble, Tweety Bird, Satellite, and Prop Knocker to finish out your enthusiast class. That's your total 16 pilots. You can see match number 5 will be a match in the consolation bracket. Well, we'll see Calibrated, Dubious, and Funky go at it, and whoever does not get last will keep it alive. We'll be saying goodbye to our first pilot in match number 5 right after this round. Match number 6 will take place after that. We'll see our winners bracket for the first time. Chetmac, Battery, Evil Monkey, and DDT will go on to see who makes it to the winners bracket semifinals. But after the winners bracket semifinals, we'll watch the consolation bracket fight for a slot to get all the way back up to finals. So that's why we call it double elimination. You can get eliminated once and work your way all the way back to the finals. Hey, what up, Ribbit? You creeping in on the frame over there?
My antenna came off, my metal one.
Her metal antenna came off, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. That's why I had to attach to the ground station. And
Oh,
then
okay.
I started, and now
Oh,
I'm
okay.
discovering what it is.
She's just sorting out a video issue. Waiting to see who does a long sleeve ISO chill jersey to see who wants to sponsor me. Nice E-Doc. Mr. E in the chat saying, let's go Mr. Rabble. Mike Stewart shouting out We Bleed. Oh, cool. Adam Nowak is out there packing his garage for a move. Got Whoop Wars on the laptop. That's how I always did it. Whenever there was a big race, it would be a weekend. I'd be like cleaning my apartment or something. Always just throw on Whoop Wars, and feels like you're hanging out with your friends. You know, if you can't be here, we're so sorry. I'll pour one out for you a little later on. I got a lot to pour out for a lot of friends I'm missing, but this place is packed. It is a family reunion at Whoop Wars. Oh. Hey, let's get that mic on here if we can. Maybe it's not relevant. This is about to be raffle cam, you guys. I invested about 40 bucks in raffle, and 2 of my tickets I donated to you, the viewers at home, and if they win, I'm going to pick a comment from a subscriber.
Ooh, I love it. All right.
All right,
so
let's
raffle
listen.
up.
Just a sec. Liz? Oh, did he already win?
Put that
Benny
ticket into
Blanco.
his bag
Benny
instead of-
Blanco.
Benny Blanco.
Yep.
Or staple it on there.
Yep, you do not have to be present to actually win your prize. That is why we made sure that everybody wrote
Let's see
down their
what Benny
names and
Blanco
contact
got. You
information
got
if need
some
be on their
props
tickets.
here
Let's listen for just a moment.
from Jim Fam.
Talk
Ooh,
about
there's
some
a
of the
white box
prizes.
in here.
Gem fan props. I know there's a set of Orca
What is
goggles.
this? Oh, you got a fractal frame.
Ooh, a fractal frame from Yves.
Oh shit! Ooh, and some tattoo batteries.
Cool. Well, Benny, if you're watching,
Oh, Benny Blanco got
if you're
a good
watching
one.
at home, Benny, I'm gonna trade you real quick, so don't mind.
No.
E-Doc saying, congrats, Benny Blanco in the chat. That's awesome. Trim King saying, wish you were here, E-Doc. I agree. It'd be cool to hang out. But, you know, international travel has its complications in this day and age, like you know better than anybody.
Right?
E-Doc saying, what are the viewer numbers? I can refresh mine here. I'm showing 28, but every time I refresh it, it goes up. So I would say refresh the YouTube. Let me know what the viewers numbers are.
Make sure we're hitting that like button. Make sure that we are sharing this stream. Get everybody you know to come hang out with us today.
2 pilots in this round means that both these pilots after their practice are going to be moving on, and we'll catch up with them in winner's bracket later. Mr. Rabble and Prop Knocker, congratulations.
Right.
Keeping it alive after heat number 1. I wonder if they will get a practice round. So we'll see if this is a practice battery. I bet it is.
I mean, just because there's only 2, I feel like you should still get your practice battery and your full,
Practice
just like
lab.
everybody else did.
Sure. Yeah, I would feel that way.
We got Dave
Fractal
calling people
saying,
on speakerphone.
what's up? Jesse and Liz, looks like I'm tuning in right when they summoned me. Yeah, what up, Yves? Or Yiv? Or Yves? I'm pretty sure.
I always pronounce it Eves.
Okay.
We might both be wrong.
I bet you're right and I'm wrong. But let us know in the chat, pretty please.
We want to make sure that we pronounce people's names correctly. I'm
There-
very, very big on that since I work with an international community.
E-Doc saying travel wasn't so much an issue as it was coming home. My whole wife, or while my wife was ensuring the plastic plant she worked at is going to be safe for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he did get
Rebel,
stuck here
Rebel,
for an
Rebel,
extra 10 days. That is a lot to have to
117.3
put
Yeah,
on.
we all donated and put him up in a hotel.
Right?
I mean, we remember.
Oh, yeah, but I'm thinking for the wife who now has got stuck for 10 extra days of trying to figure out how to take care of the kids and do everything.
Yep. Yeah, that kind of thing took gave us a hit for the TinyWhoop traveling community. This pandemic happened right about the time people were really starting to travel for TinyWhoop, the way they did for, mini quad since 2017. But thanks for EDOC for braving the night, as it were.
Right. It's nice. Oh, I'm right. It's Eves.
Got it.
All right. Awesome. Glad we're pronouncing it correct.
Looks like these pilots going to switch their batteries and do an official 2 laps on the course, make it real before they move on. That will be all of our first 4 heats where we sort all our pilots for this bracket, this double bracket. Check out our diamond sponsors, ladies and gentlemen. NewBeeDrone, TinyWhoop, and BetaFPV came by at the 2nd highest level to contribute to this event, support all the work that the local pilots put into creating the event. And as always, let's shout out Perspective Image, bringing us this awesome live stream, making you and me look like professionals for the FPV community. Like I said a minute ago, making me look good for years. Remember that first time you showed up at a live stream and Greg was like, hey, put on the headset. And
put on the headset.
Put it on and you hear the voice of the person next to you and you're like, oh, this is awesome.
Right? So much better than sitting at home and doing our iGao streams where we're just right next to each other. I'm not sure what the sound is like. Me being naturally much louder than Danny, I love this setup.
Nothing better than watching some whoop racing on a Sunday afternoon. I could not agree more, Colin. Thanks for commenting in our chat. This is the official race. Prop Knocker going up against Mr. Rabble. This is just for bragging rights. Both these pilots will be moving on. So it's just a little bit of practice and bragging rights. Currently, Mr. Rabble got out front. He just got passed by Prop Knocker in the top of the mountain, but passed him right back. Now he's already at reactor number 1. Mr. Rabble cruising right along.
Looking nice and smooth.
Clean orbits to head down that Jacob's Ladder reactor number 2. I hear an angry motor over there. Mr. Rabble does not do his Joker lap number 1. Very few do. I wonder if I would be that guy if I was in this race. Just Joker lap number 1 every time. Just get a little edge on everybody.
Right. Well, now that I'm only doing 2 laps, I'm kind of going back and forth on when I should do my Joker lap. Before I was doing it in 2 because I was going for 3 laps. And then that way I had a lap on the front and I had a lap on the back to tie in with my Joker lap. But yeah, now with only 2 laps, I'm not sure.
I mean, I think you look at the field and you do what it takes to get away from traffic. If you're out front, why not Joker lap number 1 enthusiast class early tournament? Joker lap number 1, give yourself a little less traffic to deal with. Keep the nerves down early in a tournament. Maybe that's a good idea. I don't really know.
Right?
Can't say what I'd do.
I do like that idea, though.
Nice save by Mr. Rabble. Almost went into the wrong gate on the reactor number 1.
Prop Knocker around a little bit, 145.7 final lap.
Ooh, looks like I just realized that Prop Knocker's flying an acro. It's another acro pilot we have down in enthusiast class.
Really?
Look at that. It says right there in the corner.
Oh, that could be true. It could be. You can also check out throttle percentage on the lower left for Prop Knocker. I like it when pilots leave that available. Rabble's got it also.
All right, it's nice to look at the differences and see those 45s, 50s, because that's where I'm at. And then you watch like AK and T-Dog, and it sits at 100 the entire time.
Yeah, exactly.
Rabble 123 flat. Rabble done with a 2 lap.
Check out how we can also view the
result.
surface temperature of the components on board Mr. Rabble's aircraft. 37 degrees.
All right.
Should we comment about that?
Nice 37 degrees Celsius.
Finishing around 37, 38 Celsius.
On a 1S battery with 3.6 volts left.
For those wondering, for all of you typing comments, you can stop typing comments and emailing me. Just kidding, guys. Mr. Rabble with 2 and 232. Here comes Prop Knocker.
Around a little bit, 121.4. Prop Knocker around a little bit,
so
done with a 2 lap, 307.1 result.
Side up and through the crash gate. I guess
finished.
It doesn't really. Looks like maybe it doesn't matter. I think they decided against it.
All right, let me see how I did on my Hydra picks here.
Yeah, check out your Hydra, everybody. Don't forget, we got our pal Justin over in California running Hydra for us, part of the team with Perspective Image, and an awesome service that is. Allows us to gamify the sport of drone racing for our fans around the world. Feel free to grab the Hydra FPV app from your favorite app store. Follow along with us. You can check out the double elimination bracket live. You can also pick the finishing order of pilots.
Yeah, if you have never seen it before, you get this wonderful screen. You get your list of pilots. You choose the order. You place your wager down there at the bottom and hit select. It's a lot of fun.
Any questions?
All right, where are we? We are in match number 5 with Calibrated, Dubious 1, and Funky. I'm back up in match number 8.
So match number 5, ladies and gentlemen. See that blue outline? That means we're down in the consolation bracket. Used to be called a loser's bracket. Sometimes it's called the second chances bracket. I don't know. Anyway,
I feel like I've heard second chances before.
Because we've only got 3 pilots and 2 move on, it's a race to not be last right now. Practice is over. This is all official racing. So these pilots, one of them will be the first pilot eliminated from the competition. Okay, we got 1 clean launch. So we're working on getting our FPV feeds back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look at the course from a line of sight perspective. I always like this because you can look at the mountain and kind of get a feel for the scale of these aircraft as they move around it, and we'll see them coming out the bottom in just a moment. They'll be coming around towards the mountain. You'll see at the top in just a sec. Quads entering from up high. There's one right there. The little black quad enter through the whoop-shaped hole. And now he's going to head out and around, negotiating the reactors behind the mountain we can't quite see for just a moment. Bear with us, ladies and gentlemen. Our FPV feed is coming back to the live stream in just a moment. But we'll get a good look at the line of sight racing here in just a second as these 3 pilots make their way out of reactors 1 and 2. They'll be back towards the mountain, cutting through the caves you see on the lower left of the mountain. All right, so looks like they're starting to come back through the mountain now. I caught a glimpse of a whoop. Hold on. Yep, there he is. Hard to see, but now headed out towards the lock tower on the left side of your screen. Not sure who our current winner is, ladies and gentlemen. Stand by. We'll have an update in just a moment. Looks to me like pilot number 1 is in the lead, cruising safely in a first place position, leading in front of pilot number 2. Not clear what pilot number 2 is thinking, but he knows he's got the edge on pilot number 3. In third place, pilot number 2 cruising in second place, trying to reach pilot number 1, but most importantly trying to stay ahead of pilot number 3. Here in our consolation bracket, this is the enthusiast class, match number 5. Looks like that race has concluded, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to... I'm going to wait for official results on that. My timing is not accurate either.
Have you calibrated yet?
Let's see if we can get some results, official results on that.
Yet?
Yo, Dave, what was the official results on that one?
Result.
Dave, can you hear me okay? What were the official results on that race? All right, looks like we're bringing Dubious and Calibrated on in the consolation bracket. I believe we'll see them in match 7 or 8. And Funky, unfortunately, eliminated in that round. So, let's go ahead. Looks like we're going to bring in...
We are on match number 6. We've got Evil Monkey, Battery, Chetmac, and DDT.
Here in the winner's bracket. So these pilots, all 4 of them were first or second place in their preliminary round. And both of them still have 2 lives in the tournament. So not a whole lot of pressure. And looks like we do have access to FPV feeds again. So that's nice. Awesome on-the-fly troubleshooting and problem solving.
So appreciate my husband and DeBits, who just soldered on a brand new antenna to my drone so that I have better footage. Thank you, guys.
Nice. What motors are you rocking right now?
Half an antenna. These are the HappyModel.
Are they EXs?
Yep, the EX 802, 2200 kV.
No kidding. Well, all right.
Waiting on my new TinyWhoop motors to come in.
Oh, no. Everybody's always
Teasing
saying
you.
that to me. Listen, I don't mind what gear anybody runs, okay?
No, I know. I'm
Like,
teasing you, but I am
obviously-
waiting on some TinyWhoop motors because my favorite motors that I have flown on a Whoop so far were my TinyWhoop motors.
They are the best motors, but I'm not offended if anybody flies other motors.
I
We're
know
like,
you're not.
somebody's like, oh, yeah, I got these NewBeeDrone motors. But, whatever, they're like making excuses. It's like, no, that's great. Those
That's
are
great.
fine motors. I hope you fly those motors and have a great time flying them. Don't be weird because you're hanging out with me.
Right.
I own a
like
retail
these. These
store,
aren't
but
too
it doesn't
bad.
define me, ladies and gentlemen.
So-
I'm here for the community.
This is, he took it away, but I was going to say, this is what I'm flying right now, guys. Boop.
All right, look at that screen, you guys. Those are your winners from the preliminary round. And we're going into race number 7. The winners of this race go to the quarterfinal in the winner's bracket. This is a pretty awesome race to win.
Oh, and this is race number 6.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
All right, and they're off. Looks like Battery Not Human got the whole shot on that one.
Oh, yeah. Chet Max chasing him down, though. Battery Not Human is the first one to make the approach on the hyperdrive at the top of the room. The ugly transition between the two. Going to give the pass to Chet Mac. Chet Mac now in the lead as he heads towards the top of the mountain. Already through it. A big crash down into the lava pit. He's going to have to figure out where he was. He thinks he made it through the whoop hole, and I do too. Chet Mac, first place. Second place is Meowin' Monkey, also in reactor number 1, as Chet Mac goes through gate number 2, reactor number 2. Battery Not Human and DDT still working on that first mountain section, so in places 3 and 4. Meanwhile, Chet Mac, Meowin' Monkey lead the pack. Chet Mac in first place. He's already climbing up the lock tower to finish out lap number 1, and we're going to get a lap time from him in just a moment. Meowin' Monkey with a little bit of a bobble there, heading back around through the mouth of the beast. Now heads for the clock tower himself as DDT finishes up reactor number 2, and Battery Not Human starts that, finishes that slalom through the mountain, now making a move on Meowin' Monkey. Check out this pass coming up for Battery Not Human. He's chasing down Meowin' Monkey. There goes Meowin' Monkey on the lap number 2 in second place position, right where he wants to be. But Battery Not Human moving up to make the pass. Here it comes right now. That's the an error by Battery Not Human goes down. Lets Meowin' Monkey open the door and move forward. He's the first one of those two through the 2 hyperdrives here on the final lap. We're going to see both of them take a shot at the Joker lap in a minute. But first, Battery Not Human starting to find his game again. Knows he has to beat Meowin' Monkey to stay, to solidify a slot in the quarterfinals in the winner's bracket. It's all going to come down to this final lap. Now Meowin' Monkey is finishing up beginning reactor number 2. Battery Not Human now entering the beginning of reactor number 2. It's going to come down to who can pull these orbits off nice and quick. All right, here we go. Joker lap. Meowin' Monkey on the top right of your screen. Nice and clean through the sit and spin. Reactor number 3 was clean. Battery Not Human also, a little bit of a dirty run through reactor number 3. Meowin' Monkey is going to take advantage of that, climbing up the lock tower to finish out his final lap in the winner's bracket. 2 more turns from Meowin' Monkey, and he's headed for the start-finish gate. As soon as he gets through it, he'll hook right, make it official in the start-finish gate alongside Chet Mac. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Meowin' Monkey and Chet Mac are your 2 winners from this round. Moving on. But we only have 2 pilots, so nobody's going to die. This will be the official elimination of Satellite and Tweety Bird.
Ripstop has my favorite setting where you put your land now on like 4 volts, so it's just there the whole time.
Good call, good call.
Plus the horizon line and the other airplane stuff, very important for FPV.
Yeah, I was saying yesterday how in the early days some people would keep those, you know, the backup lines that go on the ground for backup cameras in your car.
Oh, they have that?
You can turn it on in the early FPV cameras from like 2017 because they were just selling them to pilots. Like they work great. They're like 600 TVL cameras.
Oh, because it was actually, and it had the lines.
Yeah,
on it.
you could get into the OSD and turn them on. Some people were like, "Whoa, check out this cool feature." They would even leave the colors on, so it'd be like gray, yellow, and red in the back, like you're gonna hit that thing.
It's funny. So Ripstop out ahead of Zephyr right now. Zephyr crashed. Oh, so does Ripstop. But Ripstop is right side up and Zephyr is upside down. Oh, nice.
But we just having fun around here right now. Believe this will be our last fun race. Our last consequence-free race of this entire day.
All the empty spots will be knocked out.
Yep. So after this race, if somebody gets third, they're bumming and possibly kicked out. But this one's don't matter at all.
On to lap number 2.
Yeah, pretty comfortable transition through the start-finish, which, by the way, given a lot of these pilots some trouble, people just pound right into it.
Guarantee if there's close racing and people know that they're both on the clock tower with someone else and they have to get to the crash gate, someone's going to go too hard through the tank and be upside down in there.
100%.
And maybe go from like a first to like a third or something.
Okay.
It'll be so
Let's
bad.
watch, because here's what's happening, ladies and gentlemen. The start-finish gate is in a really interesting position. You approach it in a descent, and you leave it in an ascent. So it's at the bottom of a dip, but it's also on a medium curve. And it's one that positions you after, you know, a descending straightaway. So you come at it quick. You come at it quick and sort of...
Zephyr's going to it right now.
If you're reacting, check out Zephyr's screen upper right. If you're just reacting and not thinking ahead, you probably don't realize how hard you got to hook to the right while you're rising. And if you come out of it, realize you need to rise and hook right, you're probably going to wash out or at least lose a lot of your momentum and probably your position in the race.
Yeah, but I think on the last lap, like when they have to get to the crash, into the crash, they're gonna crash in the tank, and then people are gonna be trying to turtle, frantically trying to get up and get into the crash gate.
Yep. That'll be a great moment.
Yep. I hope no one goes from first to like knocked out, because that could definitely happen if there's like 3 people that are close or something, and you crash in the tank, because it's not tank is, you can definitely turtle in there, but it's not like a quick easy one every time, especially if you're on the wall.
Yeah, it's awkward. There's a little lip in there too. There shouldn't be. Tape that out. Dan, I'm being told you have the Hydra app, right? I'm being told that Dio GTS is crushing the leaderboard.
Is he? Let's see, event. Oh yeah, wow, he's 20,000.
What up, Dio GTS? Way to game the system, bro. Hunter Rubio saying, good stuff, Adam and Chet. Yeah, man. Wreck Adventure saying, need to move the cable at the bottom of the second reactor. It's possible to cost battery, not human. It possibly cost battery, not human, that last race. Okay, cable at the bottom of reactor number 2.
I'll take them.
You want to take a look? I'll let you.
Oh, yeah, I actually see it.
Okay. Thank you, Dan.
The race is completed.
I know, Dan. Dan took till day 2. We got to set our mics down slowly, ladies and gentlemen watching at home, to try to save your little ears, and we're getting really good at it. Maybe we could take a quick peek at that double elimination bracket, see what's up with race number 8. We're going to be going back to the winners bracket in just a moment here. For race number 8, where we're going to see Red Feather, Ribbit, Rabble, and Prop Knocker going at it, trying to get those other 2 slots in the official semifinals for the winners bracket. Although not the second to last race because we've got the double elimination going on. An applause.
Hey, we won something.
Who did?
Oh,
you did?
Well, Liz did, one of hers.
Dude, I need to listen to the actual numbers. Or maybe just
well,
let
he says
them
it
know.
out real quick and then he reads it. So if it doesn't say something, it'll be like, oh, they didn't write their name on it.
Well, I just at least need to let him know I didn't write my name on mine. Which is an amateur move, everybody.
You got the regular ones?
And I got a butterfly.
Nice.
But yeah, I got nice peach.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, have a look at our screen so we can say a special thank you to all the sponsors that helped us run Whoop Wars Battlegrounds 2022 at Full Send FPV in Denver. At the platinum level, our highest sponsorship available, WeBleedFPV and Orca. Thank you guys so much. On the diamond level, BetaFPV, TinyWhoop, and NewBeeDrone. Then, of course, we've got HappyModel, GemFan, and ViFly coming in on the gold level sponsorship. We got a bunch on the silver level too. Emax, Tattu, Fractal Engineering, Mile High Audio Video, and Dr. Ride Industries, Vinyl Graphics and Design. And I give a thumbs up to all these businesses, ladies and gentlemen. When they support an event like this, and you support those businesses, you also support this event. And for that, I will always be grateful. As I am to the Perspective Image team, putting on this high-class, high production value live stream and making the commentators look so good every single. Look how good we look. Look how good he looks. You got the NewBeeDrone jersey, team jersey on.
Yep.
We were talking a little bit
The
about.
winner's getting a tattoo, Jeff says. I don't know,
Yes.
maybe Silly Blind will if he wins. I don't think you can convince anyone else. After.
Were you here yesterday when Chromium came up to the booth? You remember interviewing him last year when he was about to win Pro Class, and he was like, "Yeah, I heard if AK gets a tattoo, I heard AK's gonna get a tattoo for Whoop Wars." And then I heard Silly Blind. Look, Silly Blind's already getting his. Chromium's like, if those guys are gonna get one, I think I'm gonna get one too, because remember he even said,
It's
later
all the winners, all the people that won their groups, right?
Yeah, and he was like, maybe down the road I'll run into AK and we can look at our tattoos together and have that like bro moment. I was like, man, that's cool. Chromium came back here yesterday and stood here to show us that he got the tattoo.
Oh, he actually ended up getting it.
He got it. He got it.
Should
We
peer pressure
know
AK into
Silly
it?
Blind got it. I'm not commenting on that issue. I'm kind of outside of it. But he came up here on a mission to make that point and showed off his tattoo. And we all know Silly Blind's tattoo is square in the middle of his chest, just dead center. If you put a pin in the center of a human body, that's where his tattoo is. But I'm never going to pressure anyone to get a tattoo for any reason. I was once a part of a wager. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Pardon me.
They're off. All right, this is it.
Winner's bracket.
All these pilots have advanced once, so.
Yep, and if you get into this race, you will compete you'll compete later for a spot in the finals. If you win this race, you'll go to the winner's bracket semifinals, and you'll be one of two pilots that'll meet some consolation bracket pilots in the finals of the enthusiast class. What's going on in this race right now, Dan?
Looks like Prop Knocker and Red Feather are locked together in first. Ribbit's like a gate behind them. Mr. Ravel's catching up. He had a bobble in the tank.
Ribbit right behind Prop Knocker and making the pass right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Ribbit
in first place?
No, Red Feather.
Red Feather in first, Ribbit in second, Prop Knocker in
Ravel
third.
coming fast. Oh, he has.
Ooh, Ravel made a big
but
pass.
Ravel. Okay, he didn't end up upside down, so not too bad.
Okay, Ribbit gonna regather and start that slalom.
Prop Knocker hits the first gate.
Ravel can
They're
see
all
Ribbit.
so close right now.
Ravel can see Ribbit right now. We're looking at a possible. Oh, there's the pass. Okay, Ravel just got in front of Ribbit. Ribbit's flying a little bit angrier with this traffic right now. Gonna try to make an attempt at that pass because, yeah, Ribbit currently in third place. Prop Knocker, I believe, fourth. Where's Red Feather right now?
Red Feather is stuck somewhere.
I see that.
Oh, he's in the. Is he in the tank or is he behind the tank? Oh no, he's on the
Ravel
side
on
of the tank.
lap 2.
Oh, he's back in it.
Ribbit and Red Feather crossing together, but Ribbit gets away.
Red Feather crashed again.
Crashing in the start finish, and Prop Knocker not far behind either as Ribbit goes through the hyperdrive at the top of the room for the final time. This is final lap, everybody.
Mr. Ravel's out front. Prop Knocker had to back up Red Feather catching up, though.
Red Feather creeping on
no, Ribbit's upside down.
Ribbit down in the lava pit, ladies and gentlemen.
Irregular arm.
Getting some coaching from Dan beside me here. Mr. Rabble now approaches the mountain for the last time in first place. Red Feather
She doesn't know how to back up.
and Prop Knocker now ahead of Ribbit and looking like they're going through the reactors.
Okay,
Check out Red Feather going for that Joker lap in his final lap, and now headed for the lock tower. Mr. Rabble in first place, already at the lock tower, as Red Feather making a move now. Where have we got Prop Knocker now hitting that lock tower too? So a tough situation for Ribbit. We're bringing around Rabble in first place. Second place going to Red Feather now, and that'll send Ribbit and Prop Knocker down to the consolation bracket in just a couple races.
Yeah. Red Feather did a good job there, battling through a bunch of crashes, almost getting stuck behind the tank, and then he crashed in the tank, still got out, and did a good job. Oop, Ribbit got a little, boards.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again we bounced from the winner's bracket down to the consolation bracket. We'll take a look in just a minute. We got to finish off this event. Looks like Rabble gonna go fly over by the pilots in the middle of an active heat. Technically, I mean, yeah.
Ribbit trying to finish up. Does she have enough battery?
The race is completed.
And they might bring her in. Looks really, no battery. Don't got the juice. She didn't brown out all the way, but it's time to unplug that pack. Bittersweet on that one, said Mystery.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
That was a good one, though. Everyone had to share the lead at some point, it seemed like.
Yeah, that's fun.
It was all switching around. You were doing good. If you didn't have that crash, I think you would have made it. Good job.
Yeah, it was a fun competition.
But yeah, you made some passes. You were in first for a little bit. It's good.
All right. Just checking my information. Let's glance at that bracket if it's okay. Just have a look at match number 9. Dubious, Calibrated, Battery, and DDT are fighting to stay alive. They'll go up. The two winners of that round will take on Ripstop and Zephyr, Ribbit, and Prop Knockers winners in match number 12 in a few heats. So we're going to go straight from match number 9 in a moment right into match number 10. 2 consolation bracket races that'll give us the consolation bracket quarterfinals later on, match number 12. But first, let's watch these pilots fight to stay alive.
Look at this dog.
Oh my God. Whose puppy is this?
Birds, I think.
No, that's Silly.
Silly's dog. Is he still sticking his tongue out?
Yeah. Yeah, the tongue's right there. Hey,
Look at
buddy.
his tongue.
Hey, are you
Just
feeling
hangs over
comfortable
there.
right now? Are you liking it around here? We're all your friends.
What's his name? Raina. Girl. It's a she, excuse me, I'm sorry. Oh, she can't see?
Okay. Blind Raina chilling out with us here in the consolation bracket. Battery Not Human got a sweet launch there, and now in first place approaching the hyperdrive.
How you doing, Raina?
At the first, top of the room for the first lap. Pretty nice transition between the two hyperdrives. A bit low there, but pulls it off. Nice flying for Battery Not Human in first place. And we've got a battle between Dubious and DDT for second. DDT not sure. They made that tunnel official at the top of the room, but they must have. Meanwhile, Dubious in second place right now on reactor number 1. I'm watching Battery Not Human finish up reactor number 2, and now DDT going to put a little bit of pressure on Dubious. There in reactor number 1, Dubious with a slightly messy exit, but it looked pretty good to me. DDT now right behind Dubious, 1 gate back as Dubious heads for the Joker lap to get ahead. Ooh, a bobble inside, but makes it out nice and clean. Reactor number 3 looking all right. He's headed back for the mountain, mouth of the mountain, excuse me. DDT also going for that Joker lap on lap number 1, but Dubious already finishing up the lock tower. Going to lock in first lap in second place. Battery Not Human now stuck on the ground. Can't seem to get up, throttling left and right, trying to get around, but it looks like we're going to possibly have a pass by Dubious into first place. That really opens the door for DDT. Dubious with a clean flight through the hyperdrive at the top of the room. Easy transition into hyperdrive 2, points him straight at the cube and moving along nicely. It appears that Battery Not Human in first place has completely given up on recovering this race. So that's going to be great news for Dubious. Cruising along, finishing up a nice run through reactor number 1, looking like a different pilot than lap number 1, to be honest. Dubious in first place, exits the second gate on reactor number 2, and not a whole lot of action on the course other than Dubious right now. We lost DDT. Battery Not Human gave up and calibrated. We either don't have video or they're not flying. Dubious finishing up the second half of lap number 2, keeping it alive in the consolation bracket of the enthusiast class.
Oh, calibrated's upside down somewhere.
Okay,
It was flashed in for a second.
so it's going to be Battery Not Human has a new effort to get off the ground, but Dubious already made the pass. Nobody knows. Dubious brings in first place in the consolation bracket, keeping it alive. Very nice flying.
So
Kept
who made
it
it furthest?
consistent. Yeah, now we're
Battery?
going to talk about who got furthest. It's going to be Battery, but let's get a review on these rules. Sounds like Dave's about to talk about it, maybe? I see him picking up a quad there.
Or tell me who made it the furthest on the track.
Great
Out of
excuse
the
for
three
Dave to talk
crashed
about
out
some of the
pilots that we
rules
have, who made it
for
furthest
this
on the
kind of
track?
situation, which we probably won't see again for the rest of the day, to be completely honest.
So I'm going to go do a quick DVR.
Well, no,
Nope,
because
we're
there's
doing
no
a DVR
who
to
made it
find out.
furthest.
there's no marshal. So if someone crashes and
The race is
gets
completed.
unplugged or something, then you could definitely have it a place where just whoever made it furthest.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible.
There's lots of weird places here. You're like
That dog was made for YouTube. Yeah, tongue hanging out the side of his mouth calling. Exactly. I couldn't agree more. Cute puppy. Seemed nervous. But maybe that pup was used to an environment like this. I don't know.
he's a little chill.
I want that wolf to run free in the wild, bro. I'm still trying to get somebody from the Whoop House chat to bring some food by, dude. I don't think it's going to happen. You know what that means? We're eating pizza today. Hey, there's our platinum sponsors on the screen, you guys. Shout them out one more time. Orca and WeBleedFPV are the 2 biggest contributors in terms of sponsorship packages for this event. So thank you so much, WeBleedFPV and Orca, for helping all us out, supporting the TinyWhoop community. Like I always say, if you support these businesses, you're supporting the TinyWhoop community, ladies and gentlemen. Pilots starting to file in. Pilots getting ready for the following bracket, which of course is going to be the advanced bracket. That'll be you, Dan, in that next heat, or in the next round.
Unfortunately, yes.
Come on. Come on, man.
Oh, I should be in pro. I think I could have made elite if I had all the packs
Yeah.
to run it.
I think I expected it.
My first practice was, I think, put me into like about 23rd place. But
Yeah.
obviously practice is practice. Yeah. I would have been, I was basically around 20 coordinate trim. Right behind Zotek. And that was just on my very first one. But I felt all locked in because I'd been sitting here all day just watching people run it over and over.
I know, dude. I
had
know.
the fourth.
I was just thinking during that last race, I've seen this course flown so many times now.
Yeah.
You know, we've done, coming up on 100 heats total in this room this weekend so far. And I think I'm learning a lot. I think I'm learning what, just watching great pilots fly all day. I feel like I'm going to be a better pilot by the end of this without even flying. And you can too, if you just stick with us. That's the best reason in the world to subscribe to the Perspective Image we will make you a better pilot.
Guaranteed 2 pilot attribute point increase.
Yep.
You watch the entire stream.
It never doesn't happen, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Ribbit.
It's time to fight one more time to stay alive. And this time, some of your favorites are hanging out. Ripstop, Zephyrus, Ribbit FPV, and Prop Knocker. Here in match number 10 at the bottom of your screen in the consolation bracket, the 2 winners of this race will go on to fight Dubious and Battery in match number 12 after we finish the winners bracket semifinals, where we'll determine 2 of the people going to the finals for our Chase the Ace finish to the enthusiast bracket. But first, let's see if Ripstop, Zephyrus, Ribbit, and Prop Knocker, 2 will stay alive, 2 will end their career at Whoop Wars 2020 in a matter of minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna plug you in, and then you can check the channel.
Who will it be? For 2 of these pilots, their batteries are powering on for the last time.
Ribbit having to switch crafts. Her OSD turned off on the other one.
She's probably switching to her fast one.
Sure. The other one had the 0 battery, which I always find kind of like disturbing.
All right, so we got DeBits over there spotting for her too, right?
Yep.
Is he spotting for her?
Yeah.
With goggles on?
Yeah, I like to spot watching the screen so I can tell where the other pilot's
She's already got that view. She knows everything in that
he looks
view.
up at
Okay, that's cool.
screen too. Or maybe he's got the #1 competition in the goggles.
Oh, yeah.
Probably Ripstop on this one, I would say.
All right,
Ripstop
let's
with
look
the whole
at
shot.
what's
Oh,
going
but he
on.
hits the
Prop
lead on
Knocker
the
with the
top.
whole shot. Prop Knocker already headed to the top of the room. Second
Oh,
place,
yeah,
Ribbit FPV. Just beat the battle with Ripstop. So we got Ribbit in second
no,
place
Prop
right
Knocker.
now. Prop
Knocking some
Knocker
props.
knocking
Oh,
props.
stay
Ribbit
alive.
makes the pass. Ribbit now in
Don't
first
disarm.
place.
Good job.
And going into the mountain in first place, Ribbit FPV, the queen of IGAO.
The only female competitor at Whoop Wars this year.
Dips a bit low. Now she's in nope, still in first place. Getting a little bit of attention from Ripstop, who has a huge
Stop
wreck
ripping
at
it
the
up,
moment. Oh, he's
41.8
under.
final lap.
It looks like
the
there's
tank.
plenty of room to get out.
There's
Yep.
some carpet under there too, though. It gets sketchy. So we're flying around with Ribbit on the upper left of your screen, just finishing reactor number 2. We got a battle with Prop Knocker and Zephyrus right now for second place. Oh, and there's a midair. Ripstop taking down Prop Knocker in a midair. Ribbit running away with this, going through that big monster eye slalom in the mountain.
Oh, Ripstop. A little tap. He's got to catch up. See if he goes for the Joker here or if he goes regular. Everyone going regular first.
Yep.
I think I might have gone Joker there just to like make myself feel like I was more in
just
the
to
fight.
get away from that traff. Ick. So
Plus,
first one to
you want to always put pressure on the other pilots, I feel like.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want them to feel
and you
like
want
they're
to
out
get
front.
loud, talking smack, get in their heads. You know, we could do that from here. We're not even in the race, but we're in it.
Boing Boing Ribbit
Prop
says
Knockers.
134.4 final
No, he's
lap.
not stuck.
Final lap
Oh.
for Ribbit FPV. Now doing the wall ride on lap number 2.
She's
It's
well
a
up
battle
front.
between Zephyrus and Ripstop to stay alive here, and it looks like Ripstop in a pretty good position
Stop ripping
relative
it
to
up
third place
106.6.
Zephyrus.
Stop ripping it up done
Zephyrus
with a 2 lap
has to catch up to Ripstop
148.5
to stay
result.
alive in this tournament, but Ripstop's already at the top of the room on lap number 2. Hyperdrive number 1, a nice low,
Zephyrus
safe
is the
transition into
Zephyrus of the Zephyrus 2.
hyperdrive
flat
number
final
2.
lap. Zephyrus is the Zephyrus of the Zephyrus
As
done with a
Ribbit
1 lap
FPV
2.
goes
flat
into
result.
reactor number 2, about halfway point through the final lap.
Starting to do some pre-turn.
Oh yeah.
Practicing the
Here comes some Joker for
Put up.
Ribbit. She waits, and will she make it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's. I love the speed. I love the speed. Reactor number 3 with a little bit of a touch and go.
Oh no, sorry.
And we're
We
gonna.
got a lot of time as long as she can get up.
She's got time. I'm looking at Ripstop in second place.
Good.
Ripstop does not take the Joker. So not too far behind for Ripstop. Ribbit can't really afford to make too many errors here. Okay, so now Ribbit finishing up the lock tower at the end of lap number 2 as Ripstop begins the lock tower at the end of lap number 2. Zephyrus currently in
Boing
third
Boing
place, and
Ribbit
it's
says
looking like Prop
119 flat.
Knocker
Boing
might
Boing
just be
Ribbit
out of
says
this.
done with a 2
Ribbit
lap
making it official in the
253.5 result.
finish crash gate. And now Ripstop
Stop ripping it up 114.8.
All right, Ripstop's going to be your other winner. Second place, and that means, unfortunately, we're going to say a very fond farewell to Zephyrus and Prop Knocker.
Yeah, Prop Knocker, unfortunately, upside down. I think he's in the tank, right?
Nobody wants to go out like that.
Oh, no, he was by the mountain.
Well, just like that, 2 more pilots eliminated as we try to whittle them down to a podium, or at least a Final 4 to go into Chase the Ace in just a few rounds. Right now, we're going to bring back Ribbit one more time and go straight into another race here in the consolation bracket. This will be the consolation bracket quarterfinals. And,
ooh.
Yeah,
we're trying to get out of the WeBleed cave, having a little trouble.
Everybody who, so Ribbit and Ripstop needing to get their batteries ready for an immediate flight once again, right?
I think there's one in between, right?
I don't believe so.
I could be wrong.
Let's have a look at the bracket and find out. Off grid saying, awesome job, Ribbit.
The race is completed.
She says thank you.
Yeah, because, no, 11's going to be the...
Oh, you're right. We're going to do 11 first. Pardon me.
To get into the finals.
There it is. We're going back up to the winner's bracket, and this is the winner's bracket semifinals. Chet Mack, Evil Monkey, Rabble, and Red Feather are going to send 2 people to the finals to compete and Chase the Ace. The other 2 will go down to match 13 and meet the winners from match 12 for the final 2 slots in the main race for Chase the Ace finals. We don't have any kind of Iron Man rule in effect, so anything goes when we get to Chase the Ace finals. And for those Ribbit fans out there, she might make it. She just made it into...
She needs 2 more wins.
Match number 12. So after this round, we'll see her in match number 12 with Ripstop Battery and Dubious. Yeah, and if she wins that one, she'll meet the losers from match 11 in match 13, which is sort of the semifinals of the entire event. If you look at the two brackets together, match 13 is pretty much the semifinals, and we're going to take the 2 winners of that race, which could be Ribbit, could be Ripstop.
She's not up till next one, Mike.
Yeah, she's not up till next one. I was wrong.
Mike.
Dude, Ribbit bringing all the smoke. What's up, Jeff? Still hanging out. Man, can we get like a commentating chair and a mic? Here's your mic. This is Jeff West's mic. Like maybe we can set a hat and some glasses here. Look, here's some heart-shaped glasses.
We need a Jeff sticker.
And we need a My Name is Jeff sticker. Just, I have one too, but it means too much to me, bro.
No, I was. No. Do I have one on one of these things? No, doesn't look like.
Jason's joining us. What's up, dude? We Bleed pilot from across the pond.
Not till you guys aren't up till next.
Skyla Cagely.
You're on deck.
So awesome, Ribbit. Keep it going. Take them down. Trying to pass that along for you. And Rex saying, what's to go? What to go, Ribbit? Dio saying, great job, Ribbit. Oh my God, Ribbit has more fans than anybody. We gotta stop talking. We gotta start talking about these other pilots. Derpy saying, yeah, Liz. Okay, she's over there with her hands in the air. Mr. E saying, awesome, Liz. Okay, we get the idea. You get the idea, chat. Oh my God, T. Bruce, go Ribbit. Just keep on, Ribbit, Ribbit, Ribbit. All right, it's a meme now. Now people are just blowing up the comments because they know I'm going to read them, which, by the way, I am. I read all comments, I shout out all shout outs, and I never fall for those fake prank names like Bart Simpson used to do to Mo. I read all names, I fall for no names.
All right,
so Hunter saying, let's go chat. Somebody's switching it up.
Yep, this one, all pilots have advanced twice here.
Oh, yeah. So, winner of this race is going to the finals.
Yeah, top 2 in this one.
Thank you.
And then bottom 2 darn out. They're just going down to race and one race later against for one more chance to get to the finals. So everyone here has got 2 chances.
Whole shot to Mr. Rabble, second place currently. Chet, who made the pass. Chet now in first place, finishing his second hyperdrive with the bobble. That's going to give it to Mr. Rabble now in first place. Trying to get to that finals race in the enthusiast class where you could get some cash and a trophy. Mr. Rabble in first place. Chet down.
And Monkey right on him now.
All right, now Monkey right behind Chet. Mr. Rabble in a clear first place, already at reactor number 2. Everybody else in reactor 1. All right, now Chet's here, and Chet is picking up the speed.
Chet
what?
Catch it back up.
Where did Chet come from?
No, he had some.
Chet really makes the pass into first place.
He was pretty inconsistent.
Chet in a clear first place now. First one through the mouth of the beast on lap 2. Rabble down. Chet's running away with it.
Monkey catching up. Monkey slow and smooth.
Monkey in the slalom. Always
He's
keep
right there with Rabble now.
But Chet is a
Rabble
maniac.
bouncing around in the mountain. Okay, he's out now and back online.
Chet to the top of the room, making it happen like it happened. Second place right now. We've still got.
Where's Rabble going?
Meow Monkey in second place. Wait,
what?
How did this happen?
Or
what happened?
Saying he missed something way back
Here,
there.
kitty, kitty,
Okay,
Mr.
so
Monkey,
Rabble, I would have. Rabble turning way back. Look at this. Chet entering the mountain for the second time. Second half of Chet's final lap, flying like a pro-class pilot, frankly. Perfect precision, really fast. Where was this Chet before? Climbing up Lock Tower, looking like a pretty clear win for Chet in first place. Rabble now showing me the Lock Tower as well. I believe for the first time. Great point. So that's going to mean Monkey in second place. Monkey in second place on Reactor
Rabble 32.4. Rabble done with a 2-lap 155.2 result.
Rabble just crashed into the finish gate, so we either missed something important or something real weird went down. Luckily, Dan's quirking an eyebrow real high, scratching his head literally, and gonna get to the bottom of it.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
What happened right
because
there.
How did Rabble? Maybe we just looked away and blinked, and Rabble pulled a Chet and got into light speed.
He was going through the clock tower, and then he went back to the mountain. What did you do there, Rabble? Okay.
Stick a red feather in your cap 219.6.
All right, so I'm showing.
The race is completed.
Wait, but he only did one lap, right?
That's not what I show. Let's have a look at the bracket because they're going to fill it in. We got
Was he on his second lap and he just went way back to make sure he got it all done? He could have done that. I don't know.
I'm just going to go ahead and say I don't know.
I see. You gotta check Rabble there. He did a weird path.
No problem. We're going to wait for that for the update before we show you guys the updated bracket. There's a little bit of a question.
He did a really weird path.
Chet's definitely going and got warp speed engaged. Jasus is right. WeBleed pilot from across the pond notices the same thing. Oh, and I didn't read your emoji. Small rocket ship emoji.
What? Because I don't think you did it right, man.
All right, so
were you on your second
you're watching a
lap
live discussion just to my left between Skittles and Mr. Rabble.
I think you might have been on your first still.
Rabble asking why Skittles is asking for his flight speed check.
And then you went back to. Do you want to spot? Mike will spot you and help you, and just be in your ear. And let
wow,
you
seeing Chet this low, he's usually in the gold platinum areas on the lazy day tracks.
Not with Liz.
Makes sense, E-Doc. I could totally see that.
He gets kind of lost when he gets confused.
But you know, these sorting brackets aren't perfect. When we do qualification, when you give pilots 2 practice rounds, you give pilots 5 qualification rounds, and even after all that, you can still wind up with a pilot like Chet in Enthusiast or a pilot like Skittle in Advanced.
Yeah,
it's absolutely possible.
Also said that he thought maybe he wasn't getting picked up enough, and that could have been part of it.
Okay, maybe they would have caught that.
I thought
Chet
so too.
or Rabble? Chet?
Okay, Chet. No, Rabble's about the right spot. He was in.
Oh, looks like we've got some official DVR review going on with the mobile cam right now. That's your fearless leader, Dave, the owner, mascot, pilot, and clown of Full Send FPV, spreading his Full Send cheer, and you can see he's looking through at high speed to double check and make sure everything looks legit for Mr. Rabble on the upper right of your screen. We can actually kind of peek over his shoulder, follow along with him as we check Rabble's first lap
where he
here.
started to get confused.
Right, there's where he ran into some traffic with Chet.
And then
now
he starts to go there and he's like,
clock
wait, what?
Clock tower. It's looking pretty legit to me. I think we may have just missed it because look.
This is the second lap. It's fine.
It's totally the second lap. It's totally the second lap because I'm pretty sure that was.
You basically redid your whole lap. Yeah. But I wasn't sure if you were on your first or second. That was the only.
And I thought for sure it was second. Let's see what Dave. Can we get a look on Dave's face? If we could get Dave's face cam right now on another screen.
I think he only did one.
That would be true. So
We can hear him. Let's see what the.
please,
if you want to go over there, he'll show you it.
Mr.
Okay,
Rebel.
Believe we're going to keep him on the screen, even though this is the kind of drama we normally turn away from. But let's show the insiders out there, the inner colony who are joining us here in the Full Send live stream. Let's give him a little bit of the BTS, a BTS to the BTS, because Dave's not just the man in front of the camera. He's also the man behind the man behind the man. He's all the men. And right now he's doing a...
Yeah, he just
needs a spotter.
That shows
Full
you
Send owner Chris also looking over this important decision.
It's a correct review.
Yeah, and if Dave makes a wrong move right now, Dave's gone.
But
he's out of here.
It shows you how important having just someone there, watching what's going on, can really help you.
Yep.
Because they definitely would have been like, whoa, 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 you got to do another lap.
Yeah.
Or they would have helped him out, and he wouldn't have had to repeat so much. Because he wasn't sure where he got lost, so he just redid a big section. And
we're talking about an elimination race. This is just like
this. He'll just drop into the.
Oh, you're right.
Into another chance to get in the finals.
It easily could have been an elimination race, and that's where I am trying to say told you so about the spotter. Get yourselves a spotter. There's some pilots at Whoop House right now, and they're like, oh, jump chill. I'm in the elite class. I'm in the pro class. I don't need a spotter. You do. And if you don't have one, I'll set down the mic and spot for you, bros. I'll be there for you.
Yep. Especially if you have trouble remembering where you are after you have a mistake.
Which I do.
It can be really hard while you're actually flying.
It's been a long weekend. We've been fellowshipping in the evenings, ladies and gentlemen.
You got it next time. You would have won that one if you didn't double. You would have won if you didn't do the first lap twice. So you got it next time. I still expect to see Mr. Rabble in the Chase the Ace.
Yeah, me too.
But that does kill his... Wait, had he won every time? No, I think he got a second already before that.
But there's no Iron Man anyway, unless he was top seed.
He was TQ of this group.
Okay. All right.
But I think he got a second before. I could be wrong.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting to think about Iron Man.
Yeah.
When there's a TQ per category.
Yep. That's how they always do it at Utopia.
Feels like that should have a sub name. That's like another kind of Iron Man.
Like maybe a different metal for each level. Like the softer metals down low. Wait, no, iron's pretty soft.
Like
anyway.
Bronze Man.
Iron's really soft.
You could have the Bronze Man rule and maybe like the Copper Man rule. Yep. Wait, bronze is lower than
aluminum is for the sports class.
The Paper Man rule. The garbage the Wood Man rule. What's up, Platinum sponsors? WeBleedFPV and Orca.
We bleed?
We bleed. Fun fact, I was actually the first person to ever bleed.
Were you?
Yeah, I made it up.
Nice.
That's part of my legacy. Just kidding. The other thing a lot of people don't know is, at the end of VelociDrone, whenever you win a race and you hear somebody in the back going, yeah, woo, woo, woo.
Oh, yeah?
That's me. Nice. And I get paid every time you win a race. I get a teensy percentage. It sounds like a female. I know. It sounds like some stock that Ashley just bought from a random site online. I know it sounds like that. He actually reached out and got me to record my iconic voice going woo, 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 just for you, you, you.
E-Doc says it feels weird to have someone else talk to you. They don't really need to talk to you, though. They just need to be in your ear and be like, hey, you're like,
which is
loud ahead, chill it out.
When I was just starting racing, I know, Jordan Temkin was my voice. You've heard his voice, right? He was in my ear every single race at every event. He'd be like, all right, Jesse, just keep it nice and smooth. You're doing so good. Next, you're going to take a nice soft left hand, not a tight one. Perfect, Jesse. That would be he's got this unbelievably low Barry Manilow voice.
Yeah.
Right? It made me ask myself questions.
Wimpy Dog spotted for me at Wootopia, I believe. And
nice.
he did this thing where he's just encouraging you the whole time.
I know.
You feel so
it
good.
works,
dude.
You're
doing awesome.
That's why.
Keep it going. You're killing it. That was a great turn.
I could listen to a recording of that.
The whole race. He's like,
seriously.
Do you like talking or do you want quiet?
Or,
I was like, I like talking. And he's just the whole race. He's like, that was great. You're doing good.
Right. There's this part of your brain that level of conversation occupies, and it keeps you from doing that to yourself, questioning yourself, because you're already the social, language part of your brain is full. Because it's receiving input.
Yep. And then Lonnie also spotted me, which is really important. He does, and it's more just What's really important, I think, in the spotting is kind of to know your position among the other pilots when there's advancements like this.
All right, you
so
guys.
like you got to know if you want to go super fast and really push it, or if you're ahead and you can chill out. Like that type of knowledge, you can't. There's no way for you to know that really when you're in the goggles, besides like trying to listen and maybe being able to see someone crash around you.
Exactly. Well, hold on. I got to interrupt you, though, because we're here in this elimination race, and we've got all our favorites here. This is their last fight to stay alive. Ribbit versus Battery versus Dubious and Ripstop. If you're not in place 1 or 2, you're out of this event, ladies and gentlemen.
Right now, it looks like Dubious and Ribbit are the cutoff. Dubious is a gate ahead. Oh, but he has a little tap, and Ribbit actually makes the pass right there.
So Ribbit in reactor number 2, getting ready for that final gate, and then she'll head back for the mountain. But don't count out Dubious. He's flying clean next to it. Of course, as I say that, slight error. And now it's Battery Not Human in front of Ribbit with an error. Now Ribbit standing to make the pass, and there it is officially. Ribbit turning back. Dan's so invested because that's his WAF. So now
he takes the risk, just like
I know. Ribbit climbing up the lock tower. Battery Not Human was right there, but has a series of events. He's stuck on the crash gate with his tip of his blade. So you can see his duck. It's time to yaw out. He's back in the action. Ribbit's across the line onto her final lap, ladies and gentlemen.
A little stuck in the tank, but she's good.
Did Dubious get in front?
No, yes, he's way ahead.
Dubious is now in first. Ribbit in second.
Because she crashed.
Battery and Ripstop side by side for third and fourth.
But they're catching up on Ribbit now. Oh, but no, Battery has a crash. Oh no.
Battery all over the place.
All the way down in the tunnel. Where's Ripstop still on the? No, he's coming around. He's getting up to the tunnel now, so he's not too far behind.
Well, Dubious in first place right now decides to not go for a joker lap this round.
Battery still flying, or did he get stuck?
Dubious did a joker lap on his first lap. That's how he got so far ahead.
Okay.
A pretty clutch move.
Smart.
By the way, Dubious is sitting next to me, describing his flight to me while flying.
He's like, no, you're announcing that wrong.
Yeah, I love that. You know? I somehow missed that because I was paying so much closer to the fan favorite. But look, Dubious, first place, and locks in his spot in the event quarterfinals for the...
And Ribbit's going to move on because the other pilot's done.
Nice flying, man. Congratulations. Let's bring around Ribbit.
It's all right. You're far enough. She's not going to make it.
You can't marshal from back here. You can marshal.
Says 121.1.
Oh, is she going to make it anyway? 2-4. 2-3. Oh, as
she browns out. She browned out into the crash gate.
The other people crashed out. So.
But let's pretend they didn't. Let's pretend they were right on your heels until you browned out.
Battery literally ran out as you went.
Yeah, at 2-inch altitude, you lost video.
I didn't think you'd have enough altitude to make it.
I didn't think I was going to make it either.
You were at 245.
JB just plugged you. Oh, Josh Bixler plugged us. Cool.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Josh.
I thought...
JB question, Steam crew.
Oh, the stream crew joining us. Hey. Shout out to all the people. We're getting raided by Josh Bixler. Or excuse me, Josh Bardwell.
Oh, I thought you were just joking.
JB, I mean, I'm going to just take their word for it. I think we got some people showing up over here from the Bardwell stream.
Yeah. I
don't know why my brain just sees JB and I think Bixler from Flight Test. But no, obviously this is Bardwell. Shout out to my man, Josh Bardwell.
I'm a Bardwell patron.
Great.
He's a me patron too. Or an iGow patron.
Awesome. Patreons on Patreons on Patreons. It's a meta Patreon, infinity Patreon loop, and well, I mean, let's just talk about our sponsors. I'm just going to change things up. Silver Lever sponsors this year for Whoop Wars at Full Send in Denver. Emax USA, Tattu, Fractal Engineering, Mile High Audio and Video, that's our friend Icy, and Dr. Ride. You want one?
Graphics, sure. The gold level is HappyModel, GemFan, and Firefly. I just picked up their charger. Very nice.
Just won one, too.
Oh, yeah, and then my wife, Ribbit, just won one in the awesome raffle they got going on here.
Our gold level sponsors this year are TinyWhoop, NewBeeDrone, and BetaFPV. You want to shout the platties?
Yeah. The platinum at the very top you see there, WeBleedFPV and Orca.
Thank you, WeBleed and Orca. Look at this. Look at this bracket. We pretty much got it all filled up. Our next match is going to be match number 13, semifinal for the entire event. We've already got two of the people going into Chase the Ace. Chet Mack and Red Feather are on their way there.
Yep.
Ribbit has been creeping her way up the consolation bracket since match number 10. She got knocked down there. Here we are, match number 13, and she's got to take on Dubious Evil Monkey and Mr. Rabble for those two final slots.
Tough one. She's gonna have to fly clean.
Oh yeah. I mean, we're here in the semifinals. It better be a tough one. We're just about to determine the last two pilots for our Chase the Ace Enthusiast Finals, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Mr. Grem, saying Joshua Bardwell sent us. Thank you, JB. Thank you, MG. And yeah, shout out to the entire drone racing community. We're a big family, and if you're just joining us from the Josh Bixler stream, you don't want to miss the skill happening later today. We're just finishing up our first double elimination bracket of 4. This is the enthusiast class. Then we're going to roll straight into advanced. Later on, we've got pro, which may be the best competition, you know, in TinyWhoop ever. And then, of course, we got elite after that, which will be the highest skill level you've ever seen. In TinyWhoop, we've got some unbelievable pilots already seated their way to the top of the elite class, and it's the kind of thing I just can't believe we get to witness here. You will witness greatness on this stream today, and yeah, we're just moving along through this first double elimination bracket. So Josh Bixler said you'd keep us entertained for a while. How's Colorado doing today? What's the crack all? I'm going to take that to be slang for what's happening. Colorado's feeling great. I mean, it's hopping off the charts right now because Whoop House is 9 miles from here. And that place gets crazy every night. That's where I'm living. That's where we're living. Cool cat. Semifinals, ladies and gentlemen. 2 of these pilots will be done. 2 of them are going to be joining us in the finals of the enthusiast class. I'm here by myself for this commentary because my man Dan stepped away. All 4 pilots off the block: Rabble, Meow Monkey, Dubious, and Ribbit FPV. Leader currently Mr. Rabble at the front of the pack in front of Meow Monkey. Look at that screen on the upper right. You can see traffic going into that hyperdrive. A nice smooth transition between the 2 hyperdrives for both Rabble and Meow Monkey in places 1 and 2 respectively. And now Rabble's already out of the mountain and into reactor number 1, making it look pretty easy. Ribbit, a little bit of a struggle at the back of the pack. Dubious is there too. Mr. Rabble now in reactor number 2, getting ready to approach the mountain for the second half of his first lap. There it is. Decides to go with the straight lap. No joker for him. Same with Mike, Evil Monkey, Meow Monkey, going for that double slalom instead of the joker lap. And you can see there's traffic in there. Rabble makes it out first, curling around to the mouth of the beast, and he'll be the first one to start climbing up Lock Tower on the upper left of your screen. Shout out to Rabble. You can see he's got some help from Meow Monkey, also climbing Lock Tower on the upper right. That's Mike Stafford, local TinyWhoop pilot from right here in Colorado, sponsored by our friends at Alien Whoop. Meow Monkey now crossing over onto the second lap behind Mr. Rabble. It's looking like a pretty clean run for these 2, but don't count out Ribbit or Dubious. Dubious trying to get out of a trap right now and struggling. Looked like a successful turtle, but let's see if he can get back in the action. Meow Monkey now finishing the second hyperdrive at the top of the room on the final lap. As we look ahead at your leader, Mr. Rabble, negotiating the second reactor course feature. There's gate number 2. Circle around to gate number 3, and he's crawling in the bottom of the mountain. Looks like he decided to not take a joker lap this time. Might be pretty awesome for Meow Monkey, depending on what kind of ground he can make up if he chooses. Have a look at the top right. Is he going to curve right towards that joker lap? He is. Scooting through nice and clean. Reactor number 3 looking easy. We've already got Mr. Rabble climbing the Lock Tower, but Meow Monkey just made up a lot of room. Look, Ribbit and Dubious now battling for third place in the top of the mountain, right close to each other, just a little bit ahead of Dubious, or excuse me, just a little bit ahead of Ribbit is Dubious. Mr. Rabble, what's up? Mr. Rabble is in the finish line, made it official, moving on to the finals of enthusiast class. Meow Monkey did it too, and it's official. We know our finals for enthusiast class. Ladies and gentlemen, And we will end up, unfortunately, saying a fond farewell to Ribbit FPV, the fan favorite, and of course Dubious, who's flying right next to me here in the commentator's booth. This will be the end of their career for Whoop Wars Battlegrounds Denver 2022, but not a bad one. You made it to the semifinals, and there's something to brag about when you get back home. All on angle mode. Simon Weston's asking. The answer is yes. These pilots are angle mode pilots as we bring in Dubious for a clean finish. Congratulations, you made it to the semifinals. Yeah, dude, it looked fun. Get your batteries together because it's time for Chase the Ace, ladies and gentlemen. Enthusiast Finals. Chase the Ace starts in just a moment. Deadlock FPV joined us back in the chat saying, howdy, howdy, everybody. Stoked for some good racing today. You won't have to wait long. It's time for Chase the Ace Enthusiast Class 5. I can't believe we whipped through Enthusiast that fast.
Beginning.
Say that again?
Ribby got stuck in the tank at the very beginning.
I saw that.
And after that, she was like, I was like, you got to go.
It was smooth. Yeah, it was smooth.
She was flying fast and still like, she only had a bobble or two.
I like those moments.
Just ran out of battery in the thing. She had like a 30-second get out of the tank.
We sorted our pilots into the two brackets, and then we worked all the way through them. Matches 5 and 7 were the first elimination rounds, and we lost all of those pilots. But we did bring Rabble and Evil Monkey, who both came out of match 11, so no long stories of the big climb out of the losers bracket this time. We're bringing from match 11 Mr. Rabble and Evil Monkey through match 13 into the finals. And I can't remember the story of what happened to Chetmac.
He just said he was not flying very great. He didn't really get 2 in a row, and then.
Do you remember how Chetmac was flying at the beginning of this tournament? We were like, he should be in pro.
Wait, when?
Just a few rounds ago, Chetmac was just acing this course. Like, like nobody in Enthusiast.
Even between like his first pack today and his last one, he just went like his 3 rounds. He got way faster. So once he gets locked in here, but I think he has had at least one crash every time though. Like able to overcome it, but I think that might be part of the reason he's down.
Welcome to finals, ladies and gentlemen. All 4 of them off the block: Rabble, Meow Monkey, Chetmac, and Red Feather.
I think Chetmac and Rabble battle for who's going to be the most consistent.
Oh, well, I made a mistake a minute ago, so pardon me, viewers at home.
So Chetmac looks.
This is match 14, fighting to get that first ace. Mr. Rabble struggling, disarmed, rearmed, in a dark place. We don't know where you are, Mr. Rabble. Check out Red Feather and Meow Monkey going at it. Red Feather ahead, but in second place behind Chetmac, who is just cruising right along through that double slalom in the backside of the mountain. Second place, Red Feather currently. So trying to catch Chetmac, who's in a great position to take the first ace here in the finals.
Alright, so Chetmac well out front.
Chetmac and Cheese 52.5 final lap.
Where's Mr. Rabble?
He must have done the whatchamacallit, the Joker to catch up.
Are you saying Rabble's in first?
Sticker Red Feather.
No, he's right behind Chetmac
flat
right now.
final lap.
Okay, all right.
He's like 3 gates behind, right?
All right, Meow Monkey getting ready to finish up lap number 1.
Chet just has the
Here
pace,
kitty kitty Mr. Monkey 114.8 final lap.
Moving significantly faster than everyone else.
Yep. And
but he has had
totally skipping
two pretty big bobbles so far. Yeah, Rabble didn't get first, he totally lost that last one. So looks like Chetmac coming around here. Ooh, little bobble. All he's got left is a couple turns, a tank, and a crash gate. Rabble not far behind though.
Chetmac and Cheese 47.3. Chetmac and Cheese done with a 2-lap 139.8 result.
Chet kind of paused and hovered there in front of the gate. I was wondering if we were going to.
Someone just.
I don't know. I can't tell what that was. Wait, oh my God!
Crash gate.
Rabble with the face punch instead of the crash gate there. Did you see that?
He's going on lap.
Oh, he's got another lap. He's got another lap. I knew it. I knew it. So have a look at Red Feather now.
Rabble.
Red Feather and Meow Monkey fighting at the final lock tower, trying to get to the gate. This is close.
Oh, who's going to have a
Red
cleaner
Feather's
cut?
got the lead.
Red Feather
pinning it towards the gate. Oh, what happened there? What happened?
Who was it?
We're going to go frame by frame.
Oh my God.
That changed twice at the very end.
Done with a 2-lap,
Who did it?
I think a monkey might have got under it.
We need that over-the-shoulder cam in the back of the booth for the DVR review.
We need a camera, like, you know, in line with the plane of it.
We're going to do it with DVR. We're going to do it with DVR. Let's get Greg to put a camera over Dave's shoulder back for that DVR review, because
that was awesome.
We want to see it when it's that close.
Ooh, let's do our own DVR review.
All right, bust it out, Dan. Let's have a look. You can at home, too.
We grab that bit.
But if you scrub back, don't forget to scrub, well, you know, just hang out with us live
like
later.
while you're doing it.
Yeah, why not hit the like while you're scrubbing around?
Mouse. That was so close.
All right. I want to know what that finish was, but we already know that we've got an ace. Chet's got an ace. He just needs one more win to be the champion of enthusiast class. It's just a question of points if there's an upset after this. There could be a motocross rule that nullifies that close call, but I think we're going to move ahead anyway with these pilots because we know who the ace is. And you're watching it. I love it. Compost pile saying that was intense. Oh, yeah, dude. There's Dave walking down the line, surveying his land. Yeah, this is going to be good.
Oh, this is lap one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here in round 2 of Chase the Ace, and like Dan was saying earlier, we always want to take it to a third round, but we won't. If Chet can get another ace right now, he will lock in his championship in the enthusiast class here at Whoop Wars 2022 at Full Send FPV in Denver, Colorado. This could be the final heat of enthusiasts, but let's hope somebody can get the best of Chet. Clear launch by all 4 right now, and looks like the one in front is Rabble, but he goes down just like he did a while ago in the start-finish gate. First place, Chet Mack at the top of the room, already in hyperdrive number 2 and headed for the mountain. Looking pretty clean. He's got a little bit of heat coming at him from Meow Monkey now. And Rabble's right there too. Rabble, look at Meow Monkey and Rabble battling for second, side by side. Looks like Meow Monkey goes a little bit tighter, but Rabble got ahead. Meanwhile, first place at the front of the pack is Chet Mack, running away with it, flying like a pro-class pilot. He's already at the lock tower and climbing up the back. He could be running away with this one, Dan.
He's going to have to... Ooh, Red Feather goes for the...
Cheddar Mac and Cheese 46 flat
Joker
final
on the first
lap.
lap and misses it. Chet Mac looks like he's dialed it slightly back just to make sure he gets it done now. Very smart with the lead he has.
Yeah, you don't want to wreck at the top of the room right there.
Still keeping a good pace, though. Looks like, barring a major mistake, he is going to be our enthusiast champion.
2, 3, and 4 battling all on the lock tower. Rabble crosses over in second place.
Final lap.
Yep, podium.
Now we'll bring
Red Feather in your cap 109.9 final lap.
He's going to try to catch up to Red Feather right now. It's a battle for third. Meow Monkey turning back. I love that about you.
Rabble stuck. Ooh, good job. Nice recovery. Back into the hyperdrive. Oh, but he gets past.
Let's bring Chet around, though. We're about to crown our enthusiast champion. As soon as Chet hits this crash gate, it's official. Chet is our champion of the enthusiast class, and we are still flying for points here. Who's going to get second? Mr. Rabble wants it, but look, a tight battle with Meow Monkey as they go into reactor number 1.
That's for third, right? Yeah, Red Feather is slightly ahead.
Yeah, it looks like Red. Good call. Red Feather exiting reactor 2. Not going for the...
Maybe he did it on the first one? Oh, he did do it on the first one.
Okay, well, look at these guys. Also...
Rabble did also on the first one.
Rabble did on the first one. So Meow Monkey got ahead for that Joker lap. Gonna wait for a minute here and then dip through. Nice and clean. Looks like a clean reactor 3.
Ooh, and he passes
and look at this, passing Rabble. He's in front of Rabble now.
Red Feather in your cap 104.6.
It's going to be another close finish.
Red Feather bringing it in, locks in second place. Rabble crashes. It's a tight battle for third, though. Looks like Meow Monkey's going to get across. Oh, but he face plants. Now Mr. Rabble wants it. First one to the gate's going to get third, and it's Mike. Mike Stafford, Meow Monkey, a.k.a. Evil Monkey, brings in third place. And we're going to have to go to the judges for official points on how it breaks down. But we know our champion. It's Chet Mack in the enthusiast class of Whoop Wars Battlegrounds 2022. Chet Mack, your champion. Let's listen to Dave.
Actually, it technically doesn't matter. Here's the photo finish.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah.
The race is completed.
Beautiful. So I believe we'll have a short pause here, and then we'll probably go straight into a short trophy ceremony with Dave, which I imagine he'll set up for in a moment. There he is on lower left of your screen. Brian FPV saying, nice Chet! Gonna get people shouting out in the YouTube chat. I kind of want to have a look here. Oh yeah, all kinds of fans. Dan, you'll have to excuse me for just a moment.
All right. Oh. Oh, it unplugged. That's not it? Okay. All right, so there's your podium for enthusiasts. Chet Mack taking home Red Feather, second place. Not Evil Monkey, Meow Monkey now. And Mr. Rabble in fourth.
Cheers. You want me some points on a few of those rounds?